Welcome to That's Absurd Podcast, your source for everything hip-hop, pop culture, sports, and more. Tune in, subscribe, enjoy.
Yo. Welcome back to another episode of That's Absurd Podcast. I go by the name of Juno, a.k.a. Melvo.
It's your boy, Gene AP.
Hello, everyone. This is Swerve.
And we're back for another week of the bullshits and absurdities. We missed last week because of tardiness. And
I was here last week. I came in. The room was empty.
And we're
because of tardiness, like they said, like he said.
So we've established some new rules. So if you guys don't get an episode a week, it's because that new rule is in effect, and we just niggas can't show up on time. We ain't recording. It is what it is. And y'all know who we're talking about. It's the one person.
It's that nigga Gray, as you can see, who's never here. So doesn't put the blame on him, though.
What happened with Gray anyway? Did he disappear? Nigga don't be texting. Nigga don't be in the group chat no more.
He be in there every now and then.
Yeah. Every now and then he'll poke his head in.
But he's I guess they changed his shift, so he can't record anymore at this time. He didn't tell us the new shift to see if we could work it out, but so it is what it is. But other than that, what you guys been up to the past couple of weeks?
But you want me to go first? Oh, shoot.
Yeah,
what is it this past couple? What happened this past week? You know, I have to go. My memory's a little bad. What was it this past week? I don't think I did anything this past weekend. Halloween.
Halloween, yeah.
Yeah, so you know that was it. The basics: take the kids trick or treating around the neighborhood, shit like that.
Y'all trick or treated in your neighborhood?
Yeah, around our neighborhood, on the cul-de-sacs.
When you say the kids,
that's how you know. That's how you know you live in a nice neighborhood, when they trick or treat in your neighborhood.
Yeah, too.
Outside kids from other neighborhood, kids from my neighborhood would go to your neighborhood to trick or treat.
Come to trick or treat. Well, we have it's a cul-de-sac, so there's a bunch of there's a bunch of shit to go into. So they did that, and
Nate, you got 4 kids. How many of them are going trick or treating?
The 3 youngest. So the 2 boys went with us, and Nastasia, the oldest girl, she went with her friends. So like that was like a 10-15 minutes wait, drop them off to go with them. And Maya didn't go this year because her friends didn't go out or something like that.
You know the oldest one meets up with her friends to smoke pot on Halloween, right?
Yes.
Well, she didn't go out at all, so thank God for that.
Not that. I'm talking about the oldest one that went trick or treating that you dropped off to her friends.
Nastasia, nah.
Okay.
She ain't got it.
Okay.
I don't see it.
How old is she right now?
That's what they do on Halloween.
How old is she now?
14.
14? That's about that time.
When you started smoking weed, Swerve?
At least for boys, that's around. It might be around that time. No, I started smoking late. I started smoking like around.
It depends if you're smokers. It's not around that time. If you're smokers, then I'd say probably like 16.
What do you mean if you're smokers? You don't become a smoker
there's people that try
smoker.
smoking and they're not smokers.
You're a smoker, like it's in your
if you're
DNA.
A smoker, like you're just born a smoker.
Yeah.
No, there's people that tried smoking when they're teenagers. That don't make them smokers. They done tried it, but there's smokers where you saying when you ask a smoker what the age you start smoking, they usually have an age, and that's when they did it, and that's it. They didn't just experiment it once. You know what I'm saying?
No, Nate,
it's just like, look, you might have tried lick as early as 12 years old at a birthday party or
lunch. Don't make sense, okay?
But when they say when you ask when did you start drinking, like drinking, you're not gonna say 12, 13. You're gonna have an age, probably 16. That's when I'd say.
When 16. You started doing it heavy, that's when you're gonna start.
Heavy, or even
so somebody
regularly.
So if you lost your virginity at the age of 12 and then you never had your sex again until the age of 18, what are you gonna say?
You're gonna say when you lost your virginity at what age? But when they say when you start fucking, you're gonna say.
It's
an odd question. You said start fucking. You can say I started talking. Damn, you been fucking something. No, I started talking. I didn't go back all the way until 25. Yeah, really. That was your start point. But there's saying it sounds crazy as opposed to at 12. You're like, damn. That's what you're saying. You can say I started at 12, but then go back again. You stopped all the way until 25. So
I give him. I
gotta give him my setup is still not right, bro.
What you mean? My mic's right here. Remember my things on the different computer,
shit, bro.
How is it different? As long as you can hear me.
If I have to see a difference between me, you, and Nate, we're having a conversation.
conversation.
Me seeing the side of your head is not a real conversation.
Do you want the audio? We were here for the audio.
He just want to see he want to see.
Yeah,
he want to see your front profile. He want to see that face.
If I do this, it blocks. Remember, that's the issue. My setup.
We never had a problem with the mic blocking your face.
No, you're cool with that part. That's it. But that's it. And remember, I have to face this way to see you guys. You see me sideways, but I don't see you. You're on this screen.
That's why we said set up your shit to where you look like an actual person doing this shit. You've been doing this shit for 6 years.
But it's not. No, I had it like that before. It wasn't until we end up this upgrade. The computer that has the software for it.
Fix the equipment to match. Swerve don't have a problem with fixing the equipment.
This is the computer. This is the computer, as you can see, that has the software that I'm watching on. The computer that's right in front of me doesn't have it, and that's where I mount the thing on because that's where the mic's on. So it faces towards the mic. So if I put it on this one,
Swerve, am I tripping or is Nate tripping?
You don't want you to put.
What's difficult?
It don't bother me. I don't really care. I'm not really looking at Nate like that. I already know what Nate look like.
I just want you guys to be
you don't have messing up the flow, bro.
Be professional.
I'm trying to.
We already can't get professional on start time. At least be professional when you're in.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What else you did after you dropped your daughter off to go smoke pot with her friends?
Don't put that on the station. I don't put that in mine. That was about it. So we went trick or treating with the kids. One of my neighbors around the neighborhood, he has like the biggest, like craziest, like
whoa.
There's no whoa. I didn't get to finish exactly. This nigga preemptive, dog.
Preemptive pauses.
Yeah, he has the biggest, craziest meat in the game. Nah, pause. He is the biggest, craziest Halloween decorations, and come to find out, he's like a DJ. So that's why I guess it makes sense and then he even has like a little party. He throws on from like 6 to 10 or 8 to 10. It doesn't last too long, but he's got music vibing out. He's DJing all these different pop-ups off the ground. The shit looks crazy. Small little haunted house. I like, damn, this shit probably drives him a lot of traffic, a lot of business. It's smart.
I've seen that before, like online, like kind of like DJ set up in the neighborhood and kids walking around. It's like a party. It's like a day party.
Like a block party.
The whole neighborhood just coming through. Yeah, stuff like that. His whole block. I'm like, damn, this guy's genius. So that there's that. He goes all out for Halloween. I think he does it in Christmas as well. So there's that. But outside that was pretty chill. You know, not Christmas. Halloween. Unless Halloween falls on a weekend, it ain't really gonna ever be popping how it's been popping. How it was to us at least. How about y'all? What y'all been up to?
I remember my anxiety flaring up. This is my second year in this house during a Halloween. And I remember first Halloween, I was like, dang, should I go get candy? Do I need to stay here? Are kids even going to come knock on my door? What if they come on the door and I run out of candy? Are they going to egg my house?
You said what was flaring up?
My anxiety.
Now it's worse now because if you get the house egged, you actually have to be the one cleaning it up. It's actually your house now. Remember when we used to egg?
Yeah, I know. I'm like, this is crazy. Now I'm worried about like these kids are in the neighborhood fucking my shit up for not having candy for them. And come to find out, this ain't even one of the trick-or-treating neighborhoods.
It's not one of the trick-or-treating songs?
Yeah.
They said it. We know them motherfuckers poor over there. They ain't got no candy.
They know we ain't got no candy. Keep all them lights off. Actually, last Halloween, we just went out to dinner somewhere. I forgot where we went to, but I just didn't even want to be home. I didn't want to take them chances, just in case. Somebody knock on the door, we ain't here.
We left Maya outside to hand out candy. Her ass, of course, just left the bucket and went upstairs. Because she got bored. How about you, Juno? What you up to?
Let me see. Was it last weekend or? I know I did a breast cancer walk one of these weekends ago. Not the last one, but the one before that. That was a good time. This past weekend, it was family weekend. You know, it's pumpkin patch season and fall festival seasons. So we went to this farm and we just let the kids run around. We had our drinks and shit. It was a good time. Other than that, I think the wife still has more festivals and pumpkin patches planned that she wants to go to. But I've been busy all weeks, every weekend for the past few weeks, so I try to make it when I can. And this past weekend was one that I actually was able to make.
So pumpkin patch is not just a Halloween October thing. I mean,
no, it's like the whole fall. It's like starting like this first week of October until like right before Thanksgiving.
And you just drive around and you can find different pumpkin patches.
Yeah. And fall, they call them fall festivals and tree festivals and shit like that. Which in Florida, I understand other places north of Florida for like the fall festival because of the leaves change color and shit. But we're in Florida. Leaves gonna stay green.
No, they're not staying green. They're gonna turn brown. They're gonna hit the ground. While they're on the tree, yeah, you're right. They still stay green.
Let me see what else. Then Joe and Junior's daughter's birthday, so we went to some place called Main Event. Hung out with the kids. I started a new gig this past week.
Did you leave your old one?
Okay, so here's the story of what happened with the old one, right? So the old one, I was with this IT company and they had a contract with Disney. So Disney decided they don't want to pay this American company more, so they shipped that shit overseas to the Philippines. So them motherfuckers gave us 2 weeks notice that we're either being repositioned or getting furloughed. And it's hard to reposition 300 something people in the company without getting a bigger contract than Disney. And you know, Disney was their biggest contract. So nigga was unemployed for, I think the last day for that gig was October 6th. And I started a new one on November 1st.
Had a month vacation.
Man, that shit, man.
You was stressing out during that whole time?
I wasn't stressing, but shit is boring, bro.
There's just nothing to do.
We adults, bro. Ain't shit to do it during the day. Niggas is at work, B.
I'd find something to do. That's like saying if you have a day off in the middle of the week, you're not gonna find something to do.
Yeah, that's when you working all week and you can't do errands during the week because you work during the week from 9 to 5.
So you say that's the weekends. The weekends are.
So your weekends, you usually get a lot of your errands done. Because, you know, if you work 9 to 5, you can't make bank runs during the week because you're at work. Shit like that. So after Monday, bro, what else can you do if you're off Monday through Sunday? You get all your shit done in one day, bro. There's literally enough time in a day to get all that shit you need done in one day on a Monday.
I'd make a schedule, start a routine. What time were you waking up on these days?
My son wakes me up about 7:30.
7:30. So you already up with Kai anyway. What are you doing with him? You don't take him out? Y'all don't go for walks?
Nah, in the morning I change him real quick, and get him something to drink, eat shit like that, and then nigga the day is full. And you know I still got the nanny. She gets here around 8 o'clock.
Niggas living a good life.
And what am I supposed to do? I just have to run errands.
He ain't got no job and he got a nanny.
Yeah, being took care of around the clock.
During that time, I was just doing these rideshare not these rideshare gigs, but these phone gigs shit.
What's that, phone gigs?
Nate know what I'm talking about, like deliveries,
okay,
shit like that.
Phone sex. That's crazy.
How was those? The is that through TaskRabbit?
No, there's different ones. There's like GoShare, there's Roadie, there's Tri- Trifty, some shit like that. There's a bunch
Or
of
you
different
don't know
ones.
what they'll have you pick?
Huh?
They'll just have you pick up and drop off some shit like that?
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. With those services, I wonder, do they even need courier services anymore?
Yeah, because you're talking about volume, bro.
Yeah, but like courier services, like especially like they used to they still have them. They're big company, especially they're down there by the if you say like by the courthouse and shit. A lot of law firms use them. So if they need to get this file to this place, and they either bicycle ride or New York is bicycle, but over here it's by car. You get it to this place or get this to this lab.
Yeah, those
It's always
companies are
crazy.
still there. They just went from actually a company to it's all on the app.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. They started using those apps as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
I'll send you guys one that's a real good like shit you do on the side. I'll send y'all one of those. I'll send y'all the link.
Oh yeah, that's the best. Especially if you ain't got shit to do in the morning. You get up. It's highlights as much tasks that they lock into as you can.
No, you pick
You
them
gotta
up as you go. So if you want to pick it up, you pick it up. If you don't want to pick it up, you don't pick it up. So it's
Okay.
all on how
So
much
even
work you
better.
want
Just
to
like just like the regular ride sharing, just like the Ubers and shit. Okay.
do. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'll send it to you, Nate. You got a lot of free time.
Go ahead, send that.
Yeah, send that to me too. I'll be having free time.
Yeah,
Late at
like
night, I be
even
getting up.
today, like after I got off, I saw one come through on the app. I was like, shit, this pickup is right by the house and the drop off is right by the house. Let me go ahead and do that real quick before I take the nanny home. It works out.
What do you make off something like that?
It all depends on who's paying for it or ordering it. Like some gigs, it'll be like the project is like $50, right? For maybe it takes you probably 45 minutes to do. So it's probably $50, $55. But then on this one, people tip generously. So
you see how it comes around full circle.
Cause
Y'all niggas don't want to tip. Y'all niggas don't want to tip. But then now when y'all in some rideshare and shit, y'all
that's
like, oh,
Nate.
they tip
Nate's
generous.
the one that said it's okay not to tip.
Both of y'all said this tipping culture is getting out of hand.
It is?
I didn't tip at two places today. I'm saying they one kind of I didn't know if it made me feel the kind of way, but
I
felt
never
a little
said
bit
there
of
was a problem with
slowness there.
tipping for a service.
Yeah, you're tipping for no reason now.
But
bro.
when you're talking about you go to the vape shop and nigga,
every machine has a tip option,
right?
Yeah.
You walk in there
Okay.
and you tell that nigga, I want this, and that nigga think you're supposed to tip him. That's
Bro,
the
it's tip for
tipping that
anything.
I have an issue with.
You
But
call,
you're not really providing a service though. You're getting paid. This is your job.
No, they're ordering
It's
a
not
service.
extra service you're doing on the side.
They're ordering a
paying
service.
You. How much did you get paid for that job?
$50.
And then you want me to pay on top of that?
it's a courier service.
It's
You know what I'm
like-
saying? It's for
What does that
convenience.
mean?
It's for
It's for the
one. It's for
convenience.
convenience.
That's your job though.
No, it's not. It's not my job, nigga. I'm an IT guy.
Yeah.
Well, while you're delivering this package to me, that's your job. And you got paid for it already. You want me to pay you again?
Yeah.
Okay.
If it's service, if it's a service that I'm doing you, then yeah, you should tip me. But if I'm behind a register and you walk up and you ask me to get something from behind me, I'm not expecting you to tip that person.
You should tip that person more because that person is probably getting paid $3 an hour, not $50 for the same
I already
amount of
told you
time.
if you don't like there's a whole bunch of gigs that pop up. Guess what? I see the pay
feel
and I'm
like you
like,
don't take
I'm
it.
not doing that shit.
You're not doing it too far.
You're also not going to complain if you don't get tipped, right?
No, because I'm only picking the ones that
he's only taking shit that's
that is
worth it.
worth
Yeah.
my time.
Makes sense.
That's why I don't have an
Flip
issue
out
with
like that lady did and hold somebody's shit and be like, no, I'm gonna return this shit.
Yeah, I'll slap a bitch if they try me with that shit. But that's
Yeah,
what
you
I've
gotta
been
set that
doing
up.
to like fill in the time and not stay home all day, bro. So,
how you liking the new gig?
New gig is getting there. The pay was better, so pay increase. So that's definitely a good thing. But I'm still going through training, and these motherfuckers flooding me with information and shit like that. So I'll get used to it though. It's all the same. Once you know company system,
just learn shit on the slide. Don't let them know you know too much. That's when they got you.
Yeah, you know, every time they ask a question, have you ever used this? Nope, never have.
Yeah.
Even if I'm proficient in it, bro. Nope, never used it.
So when they see you start balling and this shit, they can be like, damn, this guy's a quick learner.
Exactly. I'm like, y'all might as well
get that raise. I'm excelling out here.
Raise me.
Yeah.
Pause.
I'm excelling out here.
Or put me in a different position that y'all pay me more. Yeah, you never let motherfuckers know how much you know and what you know. Especially when it's a job. In my opinion.
You ever did get any absurdities?
Look at these.
Or we don't have any voicemails, right?
No, we do not. No voice messages, none of that. You know, niggas ain't fucking with us, bro.
I ran into somebody at Sam's Club the other day, and they was like, "Hey, Swerve, what's going on, bro? I ain't seen you in a while."
Oh yeah.
And then he was saying, "Yeah, I seen you you doing this on this podcast thing." I was like, "Yeah. My boys, they started a couple years ago, and I just hopped in." And he's like, "Yeah, man, keep doing your thing, man. It's a great show. I love it." I don't think he really watched the show. I'm thinking he just flipped through the IG, listened to the clips, and then
short form is what we call it. Short
form.
Yeah, he probably think you quit already, Swerve.
Yeah,
there's ain't no short form clips coming out. I hear Swerve did it for about. Swerve had a podcast for about 3 weeks.
I might pop back up again soon.
But what y'all got planned for this weekend though?
I don't know if I have anything. Oh, I didn't even tell y'all what I did. I had a baby shower. I had a baby shower that I just came from recently.
Whose baby?
It's not mine.
I know that nigga.
One of the coaches that my wife used to coach with, one of the cheerleader coaches.
Now, hold on. Wait, I gotta ask questions. It's a baby shower.
Mm-hmm.
Was it 2-parent baby shower? Or was it
two parent baby shower?
Good.
They already have a baby. Same dad. Both babies.
What kind of question is that?
No, because bro, I'm tired of going to single fucking parent.
You couldn't possibly go to that many.
I've never really seen that.
You never seen a chick?
Where you never seen people from?
You don't see chicks throwing baby showers by themselves?
That's on the internet.
On the internet.
That's in real life, bro. I've been to a lot
of baby showers.
I've been to a couple of them. And I'm just
dad's usually there.
I've never seen
no
dad not there. I did see a dude wearing basketball shorts at the baby shower though.
The dad?
No, he wasn't the dad. He was just a guest. But I still thought that was kind of crazy. It's not a baby shower if they don't have the meatballs.
Whoa.
You gotta have them.
Whoa.
Pause.
Hey,
you gotta have the meatball. You gotta have the meatballs with that barbecue sauce. That's the baby shower meatballs. That's the only reason I went for the baby shower meatballs.
That's crazy.
Baby shower meatballs? You ever went to a baby shower and they didn't have the meatballs?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't go in there looking for balls.
Yeah,
it's not really a matter of the shape. I mean, they could be cylinder shaped.
But you specifically went there for the balls.
For the balls, that's it.
Because I already knew they would be ball shaped.
You wouldn't take it for cylinder shape though.
So, I'll take it. I'll take it. Pause. I'll take it if it's cylinder shape.
What else we got, man?
No, if
Yeah,
Swerve's telling
that's
what he
ugly.
did, nigga, you gonna let the
I
man
mean,
speak?
it
What's
wasn't
wrong with this
really.
nigga?
I didn't really do nothing. I went to Cooper's this weekend. Past weekend, I think. Cooper's. What did I went to
Was that
some
Cooper
other.
Hawk?
Yeah, Cooper's Hawk. You know, that's same old
Okay.
wine tasting shit.
Yeah.
Get saucy. I'd be having my headphones in.
Nigga don't miss that wine tasting, huh?
I try not to, but we up to like 8 bottles right now, saved up.
You know, welcome to the
So
club.
we definitely missed some white wine tastings.
How many you up, Juno?
I have no idea. I'm pretty sure it's like 15, 20.
Is there any specific wine you like? Rosé, Chardonnay, which one are you?
Me, I'm a red wine drinker now. So I like the Merlots, the dry red blends, shit like that. When you started, Swerve, when you started your membership with Cooper's Hawk, you probably picked the sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's how you usually.
Yeah,
right?
that's how I usually.
I was just about to say I'm a real nigga. I still own that sweet.
Still, that's yeah.
I
Was it
still
you,
own it.
you graduate to the
Still own that.
bitterness?
Still own that.
You graduate to the rest. You have to start.
I mean, I try it every now and then, but that shit it don't hit like the sweet reds and the passion
crazy.
Fruits, the proseccos. That's that good shit.
You's crazy, bro. Nigga, have a third of bottle of wine that's like a red blend or a dry red. Nigga, that shit'll fuck you up, nigga.
I'm sure it will. All of it will fuck you up, but I want to enjoy it while I'm getting fucked up, right?
That shit is delicious, bro.
No, it's not delicious. Some of that shit's just like you're choking it down. Like there's this rhubarb wine that I had over there. Whoa. That shit was like horrible. I'm like, why would you even make this? Why would you blend these different spices and aromas together to make this wine? For what reason? This is not enjoyable. Maybe it goes good with some certain foods, but just to be sipping on wine by itself, no, I need that sweet.
Nah, it goes well with being a grown up. Still a little boy.
That ain't no problem. That if that's what it is, that ain't no problem. Let me get that wine that tastes like Kool-Aid. They put out a Kool-Aid flavor of a purple and a red. Let me get that.
How long y'all had that membership? I'm gonna tell you when your palate's gonna change.
My palate's not gonna change.
It is, bro.
You, I'm a real
I started.
nigga.
I was you. I started just like
I've been there, exactly.
But now I'm not taking no damn sweet.
I still to this day, if you see me make some Kraft mac and cheese, you know, just the blue box, I'm still putting about 2 scoops of sugar in there every time.
Sugar in the mac and cheese?
Sugar in the mac and cheese, not macaroni and cheese. The Kraft mac and cheese, that powder shit. You know, it's just the noodles and it's that orange powder. You make it with milk. Put some sugar in there. Put some sugar in there. Thank me later. Mm-mm. That's my recommendation for this episode.
Mm-mm. I ain't gonna do it. You don't just move out of the. You don't just move into the middle class and start doing shit like that, Swerve.
I just never forgot where I came from. That's all. Sometimes I think about trying to go back to like the days when trying like the old meals that I used to do back in the day, like mayonnaise, like bologna mayonnaise sandwiches. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle a little pepper on there, maybe just a cold slice of cheese. No microwave, no grill, nothing. Just eat that bitch cold.
I do those every now and then. Those keep you humble. Let you remember.
I haven't had one in a while, but I'm like, if I do one right now, that shit's still gonna hit.
No, it's
if
not.
I have to
bro.
go to the neighborhood Walmart,
it's still gonna hit. I already know.
If I go to the neighborhood Walmart and I'm buying cat food, yes, with the slide, gather way. What's the name of it? The log. I get that. If I'm buying the cat food at the neighborhood Walmart up the street, every now and then I'll get me a pack of that bologna. You know, if I bring it home, have that right on the side. You know,
with the red string on the outside.
The red string, pull that off.
Peel that red
cheese on there, mayonnaise.
Yeah.
If you want every night, you can slap some chips in there. Classic.
I thought I was really doing something because I'm literally putting some cheddar, some pepper on mine.
I'm not doing the
mayonnaise.
peppers. Yeah, you were doing a little bit.
Yeah, sometimes I do some
That
pepper.
nigga was trying to make a cuisine. I knew it was a cuisine.
I do mayonnaise. I do mayonnaise.
That nigga dressing
pepper,
up bullshit.
Put some hot sauce.
Yeah. I knew it was bullshit, but instead of passing the time, he was trying to get to like a dish. He was trying to do that shit. Like, I knew it wasn't all that.
And even to this day, like I'll make like just random shit, and I should be looking like gourmet cuisine.
There's a place for basic plain food. The Americans were saying.
Yeah, they made a whole movie off of it.
It's called The Projects, The Apartments.
The movie Ratatouille, where the rat made that dish at the end of the movie for the critic. That's just a poor man's hood meal. But it reminded him of home.
Oh, I started making my own ramen.
You making their own pasta, like the own noodles?
No, like
or you busting open the pack and you just mixing shit up. You fancifying it.
No, you know how when you go, you never been to a ramen restaurant?
Yeah, like like a ramen noodle, like a noodle spot.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Huh?
So what are you doing? Yeah, What's the process? Walk me through the process of what you talking about? Something you making noodles.
The process is you get all your ingredients. You have to put them all together, and then you use either a broth or you use oil at a 400-degree temperature, and you pour it onto the ingredients and you mix it up real well, and then get your drained noodles, put it in there, and then you top it with all your vegetables, your mushrooms, your green onions, all that shit. Same way you get it from the thing, nigga. That's what I'm busting down.
I don't know, cause my wife is it the pho, the fa? Is that what you're talking about?
No, I don't know I don't remember what ramen noodle it was. The brand.
Cause you go to some some of those restaurants, they make this stuff called pho or pho. I think it's PHO, but I think it's pronounced pho. That shit, my wife started making this pretty good, but I'm not pretty. I don't think the method you just talked about. I don't think that's what it is.
Well, there's different methods.
You ain't doing it right.
There's an oil based one. There's an oil based one, and then there's one where you use actual broth, and you just have all your ingredients like in the pot or in the bowl, and then you bring your scorching hot broth and you pour it onto there.
Let me ask you one question.
Yes.
Is star anise one of the ingredients?
Star anise?
Mm-hmm.
Not in the one I made.
You ain't doing it right, bro. We ain't talking about the same thing then.
I don't think you know what we talking about.
What's star anise?
Star anise is like, you ever had labui?
Yeah. Oh, the little star.
Yeah,
that's the cinnamon stars, aren't they?
Yeah, but I guess it don't taste like cinnamon. It's not really cinnamon.
Are they cinnamon stars? Because no, labui has cinnamon sticks in there.
Yeah, cinnamon sticks and the star anise.
Or the stars aren't the cinnamon. No, the cinnamon is the cinnamon sticks. I don't know what the star anise is. What they're there for.
The cinnamon is the cinnamon. The star anise is something else. It got a different taste, different aroma to it. Y'all niggas don't know about cooking, bro. Y'all just little babies in the game right now.
Eggs.
Yeah, well, I love cooking. Eggs the best food in the world.
Yeah, but you making gourmet eggs? You putting ippies in your eggs?
Yeah, every kind of eggs. If you want to be cheap, you sometimes just do the same standard crack and go, salt and pepper. If not, I do all eggs but poached eggs. That's the only one, the runny eggs.
Okay, you know how you're not grown up though, right? Just like how you say niggas eating medium or mid-well steaks.
Mm-hmm.
Steaks well done. If y'all not eating runny eggs, then
you can eat runny eggs, but the poached eggs are different. How y'all niggas be having this wild.
You mean poached eggs?
In my ramen, right? Do you guys even know how to make the egg? How they make it in ramen?
Oh, that's a whole other thing.
Exactly.
You talking about the raw egg?
Exactly, nigga. That's what I'm putting in my shit, nigga.
So yeah, that's another thing. So y'all boys are making pho. Y'all not really making ramen. That's like a specific type of ramen.
What are you talking about?
I don't know what he's talking about.
When you put eggs in it, it's a dish you're making. It's pho. It's Vietnamese. When you having eggs with the Vietnamese ramen.
Even if you don't put the egg in it, it's still pho.
Yeah.
I don't even know what this shit's called.
Pho, whatever it is. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's pho.
I want to just call that shit pho because it's spelled PHO. I just want to use my American brain and say faux. Just last week, I found out that shit's pronounced not last week, but a couple weeks ago, I figured out that shit is called gyro and not gyro.
Oh yeah, where y'all niggas from, bro?
I've never eaten one before. I just went to Salem's, the Salem spot, right? That make them gyro heroes, whatever you want to call them. I just went there for the first time maybe a couple weeks ago. So I'm seeing on the signs it says gyro. So what am I supposed to say? It's gyro. And then in the commercials, the same commercial, bro. The same people who are selling this shit is making the commercials and they say gyro. So what am I supposed to say?
I don't think they say that. You're not listening properly, bro.
Maybe I'm not listening properly. But I put it all together when I realized gyro is Greek and then Giannis is Greek. And I don't say Giannis. I hate when people say Giannis. His name's Giannis with a Y. So now I know in Greece that G it makes a Y sound. You're welcome. Giannis Euro.
I thought y'all niggas been knew that shit, but okay. You got it.
Well, sometimes people learn shit different at different times. I'm sure there's a lot of shit that I know now that you're not going to learn until like 10 years from now.
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure.
So you got shit in his brain that's stored that you ain't going to even think 10 years from now. A decade.
You're not even capable of understanding. If somebody told you right now, you're not even capable of understanding.
It would have made sense to you.
When you hear a bar, you hear a bar and then you hear that shit over and over and over, but you don't actually get it until like 10 years later. And you're like, oh shit, this nigga is the fucking GOAT. I'm still finding shit like that on Drake's album. He's saying shit. I'm like, oh shit, he got me again.
Which Drake album? Yeah. The new one?
The one that just came out.
Yeah. Shit like that happens in real life though. Because sometimes, let's say my kids might do something and you're like, you know what? You might have the whole spiel, the whole yelling and what's the name, or you could just go straight to punishment. And I was like, I almost feel like sometimes I have to talk myself now to just going straight to punishment. Well, the missus want to do the talking. I'd rather just go straight to punishment because I was like, they're not even going to process the shit you're telling them now. You're just giving them the spiel, and they're just tossing that shit out anyways.
But I feel like every once in a while, some kids are just so smart that they can actually understand like life lessons that are happening to them at a young age. They just soak it in.
You just gotta hope. I know majority of the time, sometimes they might be, it depends. When they get to that age, when they just not, they just kind of. They're listening to everyone but their parents. You know what I'm saying? Like they'd rather just do them. So it's kind of like, you do this, you do such. This is the consequence. I said I don't have to sit there and revisit it. But why? This that? You know how the kids do acting like they get that age. But we didn't get that benefit growing up.
Do you have anything? Do you have anything that you would look back at that your parents told you when you were younger that you should have listened to, and you're looking back at it now, and you're like, oh man, she was right, or he was right.
I mean, they told you lots of stuff that they were right about. If your friend's gonna get you in trouble, stay out of trouble. Just a lot of stuff we thought our parents were good at telling you to basically tuck your tail, keep low. You know what I'm saying? Stay out of trouble, and just go to school.
Yeah, I think our parents.
Yeah, y'all think they didn't listen.
They put a lot of onus on letting the school kind of raise you and shit like that. And that's it. It's not like they were going in afterwards and doing the homework or doing anything else. They just assume the school is doing their job. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it goes. And just
you let the system run the kids.
Yeah, they let the system. That's all they did.
Just like it's like school and church. If you're in school and you're in church, what else would you possibly need?
It's a lot of just babysitting they're doing. It's not really handing off your kids to a bunch of other people and then wondering why your worldviews or your views, why you over time, why you don't control them, because you're not their biggest influence. They only see you at bedtime and in the morning.
Yeah, true.
And on the weekends, every now and then, if they're not trying to go out with their own friends after a while, you're only your kid's biggest influence for about up to like 6, 7, maybe. Once they start going to school, they start now being at school majority of the time. The hours start bigger, and as they get in, it keeps winging smaller and smaller and smaller.
The school starts making them pussies nowadays, though.
Yeah, so if you're not actively going into it, if you're just leaving them just to go to school, that's exactly what's going to happen. The agenda of the school is going to fall on your kids.
All right. Enough, bro. We've been on a long tangent from the beginning of this shit. We 40 minutes in.
Just talking.
Word. Like, we're gonna have to fly through some of these notes.
Absurdities. What y'all got this week for looks like we ain't got shit in hip hop. I mean not hip hop, politics. Let's jump straight into hip hop. Or do y'all want to do pop culture?
Which one did we not have anything on?
Politics.
Did something new just happen in politics?
It ain't time to figure it out, nigga. You had the whole week. You had 2 weeks to figure it out.
I'm talking about today. I'm thinking of anything big came today that I think of. I mean, there's a couple of Republicans lost a couple of states, but nothing major.
Yeah.
I guess
let's go to hip hop.
All right, hip hop. This past couple of weeks, your boy DJ Academics has been going back and forth with. I don't know if it's back and forth, but I guess there's been some type of beef with the City Girls, and you know the City Girls is they got a booty goon. They got a booty goon named Saucy Santana, and he came out and jumped into the beef and was telling Academics like, nigga, I'm gonna whoop your ass and then fuck you in the ass type shit.
That nigga started crying.
Who started crying?
DJ Academics.
He did?
But it wasn't like crying for the reason. I think it's always like crying. Just crying. Yeah,
no, he was crying because he was scared.
But
he's
for what reason?
He's trying to cover it, talking about some. I don't want to get canceled. Scared? That's what. Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here! Rumor.
He's scared, and he's talking about. Bro, I can read people. I can read people when they're talking. I'm seeing this guy talking about. So I don't want to get canceled. I know. I would say what I want to say, but come on, bro, stop it.
If you watch
gay, that's where you draw the line. Gay.
You watch Academics.
We're not talking about Jewish people. We're not talking about retarded people.
If you watch Academics, it's not his only time when he's off that Henny, gets drunk. Sometimes gets a little saucy, start getting teary-eyed. He wasn't crying in the sense he was crying in the sense of like, this nigga here, I'm not even minding his business, like this guy here, I can't even say what I want to say about him. I'm Jamaican.
He's getting emotional.
And he did an accent. He's I'm Jamaican. You know how we get down. You're like, I don't even say what I want to say about this guy.
You guys,
just say it.
I understand that part. You guys ever been so mad that you cried?
Yeah, that's how it was. He's trying to say like he's scared. Like
I'm talking about like furious
got me tight, but I can't. He's not about to lose everything behind what he's gonna say.
Infuriated, mad like that, and you can't hit the person. That's probably because it's like at your wife or your mom, sister, something like that. That's why you're so mad because you can't. Or because
you can't. Imagine you can't do it.
You can say what you want to say.
No, you can't, and lose your livelihood. Get the fuck out of here. Lose your livelihood.
You can't say nothing to a booty goon.
Yeah, what are you talking about? No, you can. Tube, you won't see. He calls them like randomly, but he ain't gonna really go on like just like the Jewish people. There's certain people you already know. Even Academics let you know some people he ain't crossing the line with. Same thing.
Okay, but he's a rapper, right? So I saw a video of him talking about some. If you're afraid that somebody speak on the whole gay thing, I'm a rapper. You can speak on anything else. You could talk about.
Yeah, but he wants Academics to speak on him. Academics wasn't speaking on him. So what the fuck's he talking about? You get this difference? He wants Academics to go. Academics are speaking about City Girls. He came in.
But Academics also wants to, but he's using the guise of I don't want to because he's gay and I don't want to get canceled. If you want to, go ahead and do it.
He doesn't have to. My thing is Academics don't have to reach for Saucy Santa whatsoever. You know what I'm saying?
So why is he even saying that I would, but I'm not going to because you're gay?
It's a diversion. So because first he was you know what I'm saying? Because all this comes from originally from Academics first going in on
Young Miami.
Sexy Red.
Was it?
Was it Sexy Red? The Gorilla. One of the two, the practically mixed match, saying the song was not hot, and of course City Girls had an issue or something like that. And then City Girls only sold like 13,000 their first week, or 8,000, something like that. So he's calling it out when they flop, huh?
I think that shit was like 5,000.
So whatever it is, he's calling it out when they flop, and that's the issue. But automatically how it goes. These people want equal opportunity, but as soon as you hold them to the same standard, they talk about why is he trying to tear down a black artist or a black woman artist? They're like, when these niggas flop, Academics drop their numbers all the goddamn time. What are you talking about? It don't make no sense, but either way, they're talking about, how quick it is. They always try to play the double standard game, especially if it's like that. So he can't even criticize the music or call them anything like that without them saying that he's attacking black women. And you know how academics talk. He called niggas this, like these hoes is that a third. Now you can't be calling these women hoes. I was like, the women that call themselves hoes, the album, what's the City Girls albums called? Isn't it Whores or something like that?
I think it's like an acronym that has whores in it.
Yeah, the acronym of the album is called Whores or something like that. So he like called them shit like that. All of a sudden, you said the shit. It's mind boggling. It's trying to play victim whenever you want. Like, I could say it, but you can't type shit. Even the whole thing with Saucy Santana. Saucy Santana came out there calling Act all kinds of fags and all types of shit. And people out there were kind of blown away. They're like, they couldn't believe it. But, even Saucy, Act also put out, I said, we got videos of you saying how you don't think that your lifestyle is even right really for kids. And you don't think how many years later, how long you'll even be this way. Like, even you're pushing like a false line, some shit you don't believe in. It's all bullshit. But, like I said, when Act ain't on the good along, get along game, you know how it is. It's always trying to create a pile-on or start where they trying to go. But I didn't think he said anything too crazy about the City Girls. If he said that they falling off or they didn't got no hits, none of it are not true. Everything we know about the City Girls now, they keep anything that keeps them popping now. It's because it's stuff they do outside of hip hop or through ventures, but it's not from the music. So thanks to Diddy having her over there, giving Carisha her own show all the time. We hear from that way. Every now and then you might have JT had the mix up with Little Uzi Vert at the award show and she threw the thing at him. But it's always controversy, some other shit. It's definitely not music related.
Saucy Santana just dropped a diss track against Academics.
Yeah, this is the best thing that ever. This is the most advertising Saucy is gonna get. This is perfect for Saucy. So it didn't make sense. And what happened is Saucy challenged Academics for a fight. Academics said he ain't got no problem. Academics said, I can't really fight this nigga anyways because it's not gonna work. I'm like, well, you can't fight him because that nigga would beat the shit out of you. That's fucking good. There's no winning against going to gay guy. That's one. And he's from Miami and he says he's been whooping niggas back then. I believe him. That's one. So you have no upside against him. So of course you can't fight him.
Bro, that's a big ass dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not even that if he's gay, because you're gonna take the loss no matter what because you just fought a gay guy. But
that's one of it.
That's one. The other fact is that the dude's huge. You couldn't beat him even if he was straight, you couldn't beat him.
Exactly. And he's been fighting his whole life. I'm like, you're not gonna beat him. That's for goddamn sure. So
you gotta clean that up, Swerve.
Hold on, let me think about what I just said.
Well, let you think about it.
He's been beating him his whole life. Even if he was straight.
That's when you perfect that tag. You say he's gay, so what? You know that the Kevin Hart tag on that one?
You talk about because I said even if he's straight, he still couldn't beat him?
No.
What I said.
That might be a pause right there though.
What he said, Nate.
When
he's talking about Saucy Santana.
I can't remember.
I don't know what I said.
What he said.
You talking about Saucy Santana and you go, that dude is huge.
Yeah, I'll give you. But even if he wasn't gay, still wouldn't beat him. Might be that's borderline.
Who would win in the fight between Saucy Santana and MJ's Magic Johnson's son?
Oh, that's a brawl.
That's a brawl. I pay per view.
Yeah, we gotta set us a nice little pay-per-view ticket. That's a brawl. Magic Johnson, that's a big motherfucker right there, boy. Magic Jackson's son.
Yeah, Magic.
Classic.
Where are these big pause? Let me pause. Where are these big gay guys coming from, bro? Pause.
I don't know. It's crazy because y'all niggas too big to be doing what y'all doing.
You got Saucy Santana. What's the nigga name? Magic Johnson's son, Dwight Howard.
Yeah, that's
it's a bunch of 7 foot gay niggas.
That bitch. Niggas is cussing.
I forgot about Dwight.
But Nate, you touched on Academics going in on Gorilla.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see his cookout? His Gorilla cookout?
Nah, he had one.
Yeah, that nigga flamed Gorilla, and I guess Gorilla had just been having beef with like different streamers that review her music and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I know Kai Cenat.
Yeah, he didn't like her new song. They're friends. He likes her music, but that new song he said it was mid.
Yeah,
and she got mad.
She got mad and was telling them like fuck him and
yeah, and she blocked him.
And then she didn't realize how pause how big Sinite was, and that like your label is paying him to do this reviews to get your music out there.
So she comes back around talking about, I might unblock him, and that's when he said, nah, you over there, stay over there. You know what I'm saying? He made the joke playing around. But I think she ended up apologizing to him, where they ended up being cool with him. But like, that nigga academics, I ain't fucking. They be picking and choosing. You know how this is artists. They be picking and choosing who they want. Like the label don't control act. That's the issue. You know what I'm saying? So if
and
you're
the
not
label pays act.
Yeah, they're gonna pay him if you want him to review your thing, and if you're not, and he's still gonna give his own review. If y'all don't like it, simple as that.
That's kind of crazy though. I'm paying you to review my artist, and you're gonna give him a bad review.
If you don't like it, don't come here anymore.
Nigga,
what I'm paying you
that's
for?
the risk. Make a good album.
Well, the thing is, you're paying someone like
this is dirty money.
You're paying someone
what I like this money for.
No, you're paying someone like one of these streamers that much money to review it, because once that streamer starts playing it on his stream, your stream starts shooting up.
Exactly.
Even if they like it or they don't like it, because their audience
not saying
is
this
so
shit was trash. Sometimes
large.
he might be. He went in on them after though. Yeah, academics might give you that. Like, this shit's trash at one time. He might not go into it, but let you start talking crazy. Now he's got to really give it that proper breakdown. That the slandering.
Have you guys even heard this new Gorilla song, the Cha Cha Slide bullshit?
Nah,
hot garbage, bro.
Sounds thorough.
Hot garbage. It's like a Cha Cha Slide, but on a drill beat and saying a bunch of dumb shit. Like, bruh, shit is garbage.
Not her style.
Yeah, definitely not. Not something you expect her to be doing. But you know, it's all trying to get a TikTok viral song nowadays. So that's what these artists are trying to do.
Do it got a little dance with it?
Yeah, it's the Cha Cha Slide.
Oh.
You gotta go listen to that shit, bro. You're gonna be disgusted.
I hate when people redo stuff and it's just like y'all heard NLE Chopper.
I was about to say that's gotta be the worst one. Yeah,
that Nelly shit.
Yeah.
That's just so horrible.
Yeah, that's gotta be
that
the
shit
worst
disgusts me. And then Nelly came on stage and did the song with him. I'm like, come on, Nelly, don't let this man just do like this on your own song. Disrespecting the guy's song.
Some people do a good job though. I know NBA YoungBoy did a Hot Boys like remake of their track, and that shit was pretty good. I mean, this was a while ago.
Don't try to remake classics. That's what I say.
That's not a rule though. Some people feel like they should.
I know.
It's like almost like don't try to make. If they're too new, it should be the issue. You're gonna keep remaking them, but it can't be. You know what I'm saying? But I guess it isn't that new. Some of the music we're thinking is new. It's been 20 years.
Yeah, I don't mind you remaking a song that's 20 years old, but if it's a classic song, don't remake it. Don't even touch it.
That wouldn't happen. That don't make no sense. Because how do we ever got Bad Boys? Half the shit they gave us was shit that was only 20 years old by the time we heard it.
This is not for them. This is for us.
It's not.
Okay. It's okay that
the songs they're remixing.
But I don't need people taking from the 2010s, 2020s.
Yeah, the songs they're remixing are stuff that are 20 years old that was our golden era. You remember when Puff and them was doing it? Old timers were kind of mad. All they doing is remixing old shit. And we're like, shut the hell out of here.
Like Juicy is a song that was remixed, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
And if anybody today tries to remix what Biggie did, I'm like, don't even touch it. Don't even try. It's already perfected. There's nothing else you could say on this beat that's better than what Biggie said on the beat. You can't flow on this beat better than Biggie did. Don't even try. Just leave it alone.
What else we got in hip hop other than this beef shit with these streamers and these female rappers?
Beef.
Nothing.
You said outside of these, what's it?
Nigga, hip hop, nigga. What you got in hip hop?
Okay, so we had the whole gorilla. We said that the gorilla beefing with Ak. I think, like I said, they'll come back around. You know what I'm saying? Ak either gonna make friends out of you, or he's a constant, so he's gonna stick around. Every now and then, people jump off the ship.
Let's go to the next beef. Ray J feuding with Kodak Black following his Drink Champ interview. Yeah, and he also says 21 Savage also calls Cap. There was a point in the interview where he was saying that he feels like 21 kind of switched up on him after he started doing music with Drake after that album, after the Her Loss album. Then 21 responded and said, "That shit's cap." What do we got on that?
How do you call cap on that though?
That's just how somebody feels, right?
Yeah,
You
that's what I'm
can't really...
saying. Like, and especially like you did your Drake album, you probably ain't talked to Kodak Black for the past 2 years, so it can look like you switched up on him if you guys used to have a rapport back and forth. You might not see it as you switched up on him, but if you're no longer communicating with that person like you used to, after a certain point, I could see where Kodak feels that way. But you calling cap on it, how is it cap?
Some niggas is very sensitive when it comes to like male friendship relationships. Like I got a cousin where this nigga, if I come to Palm Beach and I don't hit him up and let him know I was in town, and then my other cousins find out, or he finds out from somebody else, he's gonna be hitting me up like, "Come on, bro, you was in town, you didn't call me. Come on, man."
Yeah, you gotta hold y'all niggas accountable.
Like, really? No, I'm like, let's stop. Let's stop this. All right. I'm grown. I got my own life. I got things to do. You got things to do. We see each other when we see each other. It's not no hard feelings if I don't get to talk to you every week or every other week. It shouldn't even matter.
Nah, you got a wife and you switched up.
That's usually what happens anyway, right? So like I've always had a lot of female friends, and I always knew in my head like this shit's not gonna last forever. If the dude that they end up with is standing on business, eventually me and this woman, we're not gonna be friends no more. So a lot of these girls, I'll say, "Oh yeah, she's one of my best friends. She's one of my best friends now." But until she gets engaged and possibly married, if that nigga's running a loose ship,
yeah, until she finds a man with standards,
yeah,
she's gonna continue.
And I always tell them, yeah, if your man come to you and tell you, "Hey, you got to stop talking to this dude on the phone," I'm not trying to ruin nobody's marriage. Sorry, it's good knowing you. We'll talk another time. Well, maybe we'll talk next lifetime.
The fact that you got to be the one to say it's fucking wild.
Yeah,
it is crazy, right? Because they would literally try to fight their fiance or husband and be like, "No, he's been my friend since however." I'm like, "Stop
ladies,
it.
You are fucking wilding.
Stop it.
You fighting for your boy, your guy friend?
Exactly.
Tripping.
Don't fight for me.
He ain't gonna fight for you, but it's gonna like cut you off. He ain't gonna fight for you.
My wife told me to cut you off. You
gone. Exactly, bitch.
Dunzo.
Exactly. There's always someone you're gonna shit on somebody over for. You see, if the boss calls, you say, "Don't fight for them." So that's how it goes.
Yeah, I never understand these chicks that be on these panels and shit like that talking about they're not leaving their guy friends for a man or for a person they're dating. Like he must be insecure. No, it is what it is.
It is what it is. And this guy friend, if you ask him, he's definitely gonna understand. He knows the game.
Yeah, you should see him fall back as soon as you get into a relationship. If that nigga don't fall back, he's still calling you at any time of the day and shit like that. That nigga don't respect you or your boyfriend.
You know what it is? It's a lot of the things that fall under the guise of insecure and shit like that are either a lot of people have been doing a lot of pandering to these women. So it's either that or they want to be able to do their stuff without accountability or without, you know what I'm saying? Or without, so
what's their stuff?
Whatever it is. I mean, if they had X amount of friends before that, even if it's a guy that used to smash, they no longer smashing. They're not going to tell you that when they meet your friends. You know what I'm saying? Say, "Oh, this is a good friend." You know what I'm saying? They're not going to tell you that in between friends. This is the smash homie. That not just go reverse back to regular and not smash on. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to tell you all that. They're going to say you're insecure because that's a friend. That's how it goes. So either way. I don't know how we got on that tangent. How do we sing on that one?
Just on the switch up, on the Kodak said what's the name switched up on them, and then we kind of got away from that. So we know it makes sense, but I don't know how we got onto these bitches doing retarded shit. But what else was? I think Ray J was also mad about He was also mad. I guess he's put out a tweet like.
Did you see the interview? Or did you see pieces
I saw
of it?
clips and shit like that.
He looked like he was like his teeth, like he was kind of like, I've seen Kodak normal before. This didn't seem like normal Kodak. Like he definitely seemed like he was on something, or he was on something before the interview.
Do you expect less from a nigga that said, "I knew the Molly was fake and still popped it"? What do people expect from that nigga?
Yeah, he's wilder, right? Know that.
That nigga he's a super gremlin.
He's a super gremlin, yeah. It's just, I don't know. We like Kodak better when Kodak's clean. This interview, I didn't even understand like how Nori could even understand this dude. I'm from South Florida, so I mean I don't talk like Kodak, but when people like Kodak talk to me, I understand what they're saying. This dude was sounding like a straight Lugawu.
Yeah, it was kind of hard to so hard to listen.
To understand what he was talking about.
Yeah. But I guess that's what a lot of people was concerned about was his health condition, and he looking like he going through some shit.
His weight fluctuates from time to time. Sometimes he's skinny. Sometimes he puts on a little bit of weight. It depends. So, he lives that rock star life, so I'll give that. But he did look bad, though. Yeah, he did. You know what I'm saying? He did look bad, though. His speech seemed slurred. I think that drink chance energy should have either not came out. Was he drinking also, though? Because maybe he got back. You know what I'm saying? It's the fact that he might have already been on something. Now the drinking added to it.
I don't know if he was drinking on the interview.
Yeah, I didn't watch the full interview, so I can't tell you.
And as far as the 21 thing is, 21 is basically saying, they asked him, who does he like better, 21 or Drake or some shit like that? And he said, or someone or whatever it is, or he said, all you have to say is the other person and keep it moving. You ain't gotta, I don't fuck with 21 anymore because in Hollywood, he like, nigga, that's cap. What the hell are you talking about? He said, none of that happened. All you had to do is answer the question. Why is something always got to be bigger than it is? It ain't that serious. You acting like we're super cool friends like that before and like that. He's like, it was like, nigga, stop lying. That shit ain't never happened. That's one. He's like, why couldn't he just say that and keep it moving? Nigga, you ain't heard from. I haven't reached out. We haven't heard from each other since.
What 21 said?
Yeah, you're like this nigga. Why something always got to be extra with you, bro? It's simple. Just say they didn't even ask you about that beef. You're like, so why you even have to put that out there? He's like, not only is it cap, but why can't he just answer the question?
Bro. He's on drugs. Whatever floats into his mind that he wants to get off his chest, he's gonna say it.
Yeah, so 21 said, and even true, like, I don't even know. Yeah, I ain't cool with y'all niggas like that. Y'all not my type of niggas. You're like, I see what y'all do for money. So, kind of referring to Kodak's thing, talking about how he took that meal for the Tekashi feature. He knows the value of the dollar, but 21's part of the camp that not all money is good money to me. So he's like, it ain't even like that. He's like, y'all not my type of niggas anyways. Money means everything. Y'all put money before everything. So even to begin with, you're like, even before the drink, they're like, y'all not even my type of niggas to begin with. So he's like, we weren't friends before this, but let's not pretend like you're even the type of nigga that is my friend.
That's why I love Florida niggas. We real niggas down here. That's why.
Well, I mean, I understand this. When he said he understand the power of a dollar and all that, like, yeah, he is absolutely right. All these
rappers, he said $1 million.
All these rappers talking the dumb shit, or I wouldn't do a song with 6ix9ine because of what's name, blah blah blah. Nigga, $1 million for
give
16.
Him a couple years. Give him a couple years. They wish they had that 16.
Yeah,
$1 million for a 16, bro. If you turning it down, you too much on your I'm a real nigga shit.
Yep.
Kodak said that's $1 million from a nigga that rat, and that's not even my rat. That's y'all rat. I don't even know that's this nigga.
Yeah, that's what he said. I don't even know that.
I don't even know the nigga he ratted on.
He's right. That was just fucking true.
He said that's y'all rat.
Fucking hilarious.
But how Ray J got into this is just because he just seen the interview. He kind of pulling like a Tyrese. You see some other shit going on, and you just want to jump into it and be like, okay, I feel like we need to help the brother out. He doesn't look healthy. Like, this is not even your business. Why did Tyrese feel like it was his business to jump into Envy and his wife's situation? Like, why do people feel like because I'm a celebrity and I see another celebrity fucking up, it's my business for me to get into their business?
Well, Tyrese said it was God sent him.
You can't do that when God sends you. What you want me to do?
How convenient. That's a
when
great
God
answer.
signed you up for a task you don't even want to do. You might wake up and say, "Hey man, God put me on the job.
I
Man.
didn't even want to do this.
I didn't even want to do this, dog. God put me on the job. What you gonna do? Well, God put you on the schedule, huh? You ain't supposed to be working today. But either way, he called him Cap. Who was the other person he had beef with? Oh, Ray J. So Ray J also came out and said, "This man looks bad in the interview. This, that, and the third. We need to give this brother some help."
just hold on?
He's just repeating everything I just said.
Bro.
Nate
Did we
got
speak
some
on Ray
type of.
J?
Hey, did you just not
Literally
hear
like
say
30
what you were
seconds
about
ago.
to
He's
say
repeating
word
what
for
I
word?
just said.
My bad. I might have checked out. I was texting. My bad. That's my
And
bad.
you
I didn't catch
you
the
made
Ray
it
J
up,
part.
right?
Who?
After Swerve said what he said, you was about to repeat exactly what Swerve said, and you was gonna think.
I didn't think Swerve said that at all. I was about to say what.
You know me, I'm the type of nigga. I'll let niggas take the glory, bro. I'm not
Swerve
even.
was probably just gonna re-report all over again.
you got it. No problem.
I was just gonna speak about how they're beef with Ray J, how that's extending when Ray J just basically said we need to get his boy some help, and then they get cursed out for even offering help. You know, basically told him he don't need, and then he told Ray J, I guess the boys try to offer hands out. He was talking crazy. Ray J said he'll offer him the one-on-one whenever you're ready. You know, type shit. But
I don't even know who would win in that fight. I don't know. I probably give it to. I'll give it to Ray J.
I'll probably
I might give it to Kodak. Kodak been fighting this whole. We got videos. Kodak been fighting since like 13, 14. Grew up in the system. They've been fighting his whole life. And so I don't know if I'm gonna give it to Ray J. Ray J got him. Ray J, what, 40 something now?
Oh yeah, he just seems like I don't know. He seems I don't know why you look at Ray J's face. He seems like he's younger than Kodak.
Nah, he's definitely not younger. Yeah, he's definitely. I'm not giving that. I'm giving that to Kodak.
The reason Kodak will probably win is because Kodak got that dog in him.
Dog food.
Kodak got that dog in him the same way Soulja Boy got that dog in him.
Nah, don't disrespect Kodak like that.
I'm not disrespecting either one of them. They both got that dog in them, but it's just like, you know, some niggas just can't fight, right? They got that spirit. They got that dog in them, but they just can't back it up physically.
Soulja Boy don't have that spirit, bro.
No, I think he does. He be loud talk. He's like a chihuahua. He's be loud talking to everybody. When he's mad, he's gonna let you know he's mad. But if he get into a fight with you, I don't think he could really do anything.
I don't think he would want to fight though. I think it's all a persona.
Yeah,
persona
I guess it's
with Soulja Boy.
People that be loud talking, I feel like none of them ever really want to fight.
Where'd this nigga go, bro?
I don't know. He got to go find some type of medicine or something. He looked like he was about to fall asleep in the chair.
All right, so what else we got in hip hop? They looked like they finally selected a jury for the YSL RICO trial.
This has been going on for a long ass time, for a whole year.
But they was having issues with jurors like being threatened and shit like that. And
didn't somebody get killed?
I don't even know. I stopped following that shit a while ago.
Well, so they got a whole. Apparently, I don't even know. Jury seated in YSL RICO trial after nearly a whole year. So, are these people supposedly people who don't know about the YSL case? That's how it's supposed to be, right?
That's how it's supposed to be, but I think their trial is in Atlanta, ain't it?
Like, who in Atlanta doesn't know about this?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why a lot of these like big profile cases usually get like transferred to like a remote location like Wyoming or some shit that people aren't really up to date on celebrity type shit.
I feel like that has to be capped because it's like the R. Kelly thing. When you putting out documentaries on this dude before the trial even started, how are you gonna tell me anybody in the country don't got what Netflix and they can't see these documentaries already?
What are y'all? My bad, I just got a restroom.
Talking about the jury that got picked for the YSL RICO case after nearly
but it is crazy that it's been this long and that they're just now picking the jury. You seen this past week where the judge was complaining, talking about the state's still trying to introduce evidence. and the judge say, y'all got next week. If y'all don't explain to me why this is being introduced this late, because y'all keep dribbling this shit out little by little, you're like, I can't keep doing this. If it's not a good reason, I'm throwing all that shit out. And it's true. They over here not playing by the books, keeping evidence, waiting all the way closest to the date, court trial, waiting last minute to introduce it, not giving the defense time to sit with it, break it down. They still rolling shit, break. You could tell that this, especially because it's the feds, they have unlimited resources, but you could tell either this shit was thinner than it was if they're playing it. You know what I'm saying? If they keep resorting to these tactics, they keep their necessary. Yeah, they keep adding new shit, coming up new evidence, like trying to bring up new charges this late into the thing's almost been a year. It don't make any sense. So like, damn, it's like someone feel like they put too much money behind this. Nobody wants to lose their job behind this if they don't get this conviction. Because if Thugger beats this case here, you already know it's superstar status out of here. You already know how that DA is gonna look sick. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker.
If they get,
you're talking about the state of Georgia that spent millions so far.
Right. If they beat that trial, that shit's gonna be crazy. Like a lot of people getting fired.
And they gave out great deals, thinking they're gonna roll up all the way to the boss. Giving niggas 20-year probations. It's not great. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up on the front end, but as opposed to the time they're trying to give niggas, when especially that comes with RICO charges, they're giving crazy ass probation times. You know what I'm saying? Figuring we'll get them if they violate down the line. But yeah, if this is the actual boss and the boss gets to get away after all this, y'all gonna look crazy.
But in the RICO case, if you're giving all these people these like sweetheart deals and they're getting off with probation, that's because you know for a fact you're gonna get the bigger fish at the end.
Yeah, but you shouldn't have to keep introducing evidence this late into the game. You shouldn't keep having it's like the shit slipping out their hand.
Right,
with all
those sweetheart deals, they should already have
enough. Yeah,
they should already have enough. Yeah.
When you see them going this late into the game, still trying to cook the books, trying to put their hands on a scale in your favor, shit like that.
Probably got enough, and they just like, this is just a little extra season. Let's just give this to them too.
That ain't how they work. The feds are used to people pleading out. They don't have to do all that extra work. This is usually we hit you with so much evidence that you're gonna plead even before trial, and this guy's proven that he's not going to take a plea. Y'all not giving him nothing he wants to hear. And y'all keep throwing these whack things, and I'm trying to introduce, lyrics back in, trying to reintroduce stuff, trying to give it a bit. But if he out here beats this case,
so they offered Thug a plea already. He didn't take him.
I don't even think they offered him the plea. That's what's crazy. They offered everyone else, but it's like they're aiming for
him. Speaking of niggas in jail, did you guys see that clip I sent you guys earlier this week?
Yeah, I looked
with
at
the Maffa and Joe Budden about the glorifying jail.
Mm-hmm.
You seen it, Nate?
Which one?
Pay attention, bro. Who you texting, bro?
Which one? My wife just sent me the text. What are you saying?
Did you see the clip I sent you earlier this week?
Was it Joe Budden? It was Joe Budden watching. Talking. It was like some type of podcast they had? I'm not sure. I don't know who that was, but they were speaking on the Kai Cenat in the jail streaming.
I seen it. I didn't get to look at it yet, but I already figured it's Joe Budden hating. Joe usually does a lot of hating.
See, that's why you should have watched the fucking video I sent you.
Because he wasn't hating.
Because Joe Budden was the one defending Kai about it and saying,
okay, I figured there's that title, and I'm like, why y'all gonna put this on my boy? It's not a real jail.
Right, that's the thing.
It's not a real jail.
I had the same impression when I saw it was Joe Budden talking
from
about
the screenshot.
I was like, this nigga about to start hating, but he actually was the one like, fuck is y'all niggas talking about? Y'all niggas glorify all this hip hop shit and all this other shit, but then when he does it for some fun, y'all want to throw mixed reactions and say he's glorifying jail and how it's not cool and shit like that.
And there was a nigga that was in that I did time in prison that first kicked it off, talking about somehow he don't appreciate this. You guys making fun like this is not a joke. And then as soon as he said that, they answered back with, "You ever seen the movie Life?"
Oh, that shit helped me make it through jail.
Yeah, and he's like, "What's the difference between Kai Cenat and Life?" Same shit.
Yeah, them old niggas be hating, bro.
So Kai Cenat making fun of how Joe Budden explained it was like, rap niggas they're gonna talk about prison in a way of glorifying it. Everybody has like a first day out track type of track glorifying prison and either going into prison or coming out of prison. Kai Cenat is what he did was like a version of what it would be like if a comedian did a first day out. So of course you're gonna have more funnier topics on the whole situation.
I just see people. Some people feel like, I don't know if they're really mad. Sometimes, Kai's just such a hot button issue. This dude's selling multi-million dollar streamer out here. Some people I feel just want to mention his name just for like clickbait.
Yeah, people being fake mad.
Just being fake mad, trying to find an issue where there really isn't one. Shit like that. You know how that goes.
Like, I was in jail. This shit is not funny. Who cares?
Yep.
Everything's funny. We make fun of everything. Everybody
his live stream of this whole fake jail shit. They have some hilarious skits in there.
Yeah, the one where they was doing the trying to find the perfect dap. And they going around in a circle doing this, and they trying to find the perfect one. Some of them sound like this, and they're like, ah. And then when it sounds good like that, they're like, yeah.
Them niggas just having a good time, bro. Having fun, bro. And these old niggas hating.
You think a kid's gonna watch this live stream and be like, man, I want to go to jail?
Yeah, exactly. At that jail they would have went to, that shit was looking lit some days. So they probably would have. I wonder, what is that, a set, you think?
Yeah, it's a set.
Okay. You see when Drewski came on that bit, fucking had sandwich in his drawers and all that, like he actually from the prison, like he's sneaking shit out. That shit was crazy. Crazy.
All right, let's move on to the next thing in pop culture. I don't know if you guys seen it, but what's the guy's name that does the reviews? Keith Lee. He does a couple of reviews of black-owned restaurants in Atlanta, and his reviews seemed honest. And what's name? And apparently now him and his families are getting death threats because everybody think it's wrong to critique black-owned businesses.
Truthfully, talking about they worked hard to build up this business from the ground up. But I'm like, this guy's he's a food critic. Isn't it his job to tell you what the food tastes like?
That wasn't the issue, though.
The issue is their customer service.
Yeah, the issue is the customer service, and he's such a big dude. Once this motherfucker gives us, wherever he goes, he could make you or break you. So he wasn't even saying the food was the issue.
Whoa.
Make you or break you is a pause?
That was very much pause worthy.
Make you or break you?
Nah, he said he's such a big dude that he could either make you or break you. It's the big dude. It's the big dude and the make you or break you part added together that made it pause.
Yeah, it's okay, Nate.
I'm all right. Yeah, that's an iffy one, but okay.
But yeah, this is the thing. Like, people always seem to try to pick on the little guy. Pause.
Who's the little guy? Keith Lee's the little guy?
Keith Lee. Right. Yes. And I'm going to tell you, in this situation, he's the little guy. Because Cardi B came out and confirmed his shit. Because she said, yes, in Atlanta, the service is terrible. I have to name drop to even get my food on time or shit like that. Mm-hmm. Which confirmed what he's saying about these reviews. But no one had smoke with her.
Nigga, you ain't Cardi B.
That's what I'm saying. That's why. So Cardi B can tell the truth about these Atlanta restaurants. But if somebody else that is less popular or less famous says it, then he's trying to ruin black businesses.
But you think if Cardi B would have said it first before he said it, you don't think somebody would have came out and said, oh, Cardi B hating, she's trying to hurt black businesses? People would have still hated. And then somebody else would have had to co-sign Cardi. People just want to find a reason to hate. And then when somebody else that they love co-signs it, then they'll give them some slack.
But if we're telling the truth, I'm pretty sure these black-owned restaurants in Atlanta, the customer service is trash.
I'm sure. I'm sure everything he said was
Well,
true.
it's not that they're also it's trash because I don't know if it's trash. These are places that are.
It don't matter how good the food is, the customer service will make or break your experience at a restaurant.
But it's not that it's not that it's a bad customer service. They're saying it's because the places be so busy, they're so packed. It ain't that it's customer service because you can't get in, you can't get a seating, the lines wrapped around the corner.
Okay, that's okay. Hold on, real quick. So he had an issue where he's sitting in the car because he don't like to go inside to order his food. So he's getting in the car. He sends his wife to go inside.
Yeah, and they told him they have a 2-hour wait.
They don't do calling orders. Yeah. Then he shows his face inside, and then they say 5 minutes.
So yeah, they jump in the line.
How does it go from 2 hours for my wife and then 5 minutes for me?
But it's 2 hours for everybody. She's saying he don't want celebrity treatment because I'm saying, but that's what they're saying. Atlanta restaurants run on celebrity treatment. Simple as that. That's like LA. He's saying he don't want celebrity treatment, and he's a man of the people. So when he come around saying a review like that can make or break your business. He's not speaking bad of the food or anything like that, but he's saying how there's a wait. There's nothing they could do about that. When your shit is in demand, you don't mean some of these places out here. If you're going brunch on Sundays, some of these places got a line around the corner. They're designed like that. They only open maybe 3 days a week. They do that on purpose.
Did you listen to his review, Nate?
Yeah. Well, I seen the video. His response to not all of it. He's done a bunch of videos. He had like 5 different locations. I seen the one when he responded to Ocho Cinco.
That's
Ocho Cinco.
Yeah, when he responded to Ocho Cinco was kind of saying it's messed up because he felt like these people put all their life savings behind these businesses and shit like that, and you out here doing these reviews that could ruin them. He's like, yeah, but I've done hundreds of reviews, saved some of these companies, gave money back this and third, and I mean, like I'm a food critic. I'm not bigger than a celebrity. I'm no bigger than us. I'm just giving my thing. This is what I do here. You know what I'm saying?
Ocho responded to that too.
I didn't see the Ocho response, but I don't think Ocho's familiar with his work, so that's probably why.
Yeah, that's what he pretty much said. He was like, "Yeah, you got me. He cooked me."
Okay, because he brought receipts and I helped plenty of people. I'm saying they said this was a real experience, and everywhere I went to once I dropped those reviews, nigga, that shit was tearing down Atlanta. The motherfuckers over there, people it was mayhem when he came through. You know what I'm saying? So he had Candy Barris's shop, a bunch of spots, a bunch of places that are staples out there that are very, very popular. Like he either didn't get a chance to eat out there, or the wait was. You know what I'm saying? It was an issue.
Yeah, if you watch his first review for the black restaurants in Atlanta, he goes to the thing. The people working there either say, "Oh, we're not open right now. We're closed. We don't take food orders." And then when you get to the restaurant, the shit is empty. That was the issue. There's nobody in line, nobody waiting, and when you're calling in your order, they're giving you the runaround because motherfuckers don't want to work.
Candy Burris was saying that they don't take call-ins, period, just because of the volume of orders that they get. So they're like, just to help the kitchen out, they just cut that off in general. So if you're here, you can order some food, but if you want to call over the phone, you're not getting no food.
Yep, that shit is but maybe that'll change the culture of it, but I doubt it. It's very creative fake demand, the type it is, keep the hype going. But when he comes in town next time, they're gonna act accordingly, I guess. But there's places around here once they're popular, there's nothing you can do about it. Once it's a brunch day, you ain't getting I'm saying the line. It is what it is.
But he didn't even. But this review was on a restaurant. He didn't even get to taste the food. This was just on customer service.
Yeah, Nate don't know what he's talking about. Nate didn't watch any of it.
I did. What you mean?
Or he didn't listen to it, or what's the name?
The one with Ocho Cinco is the one I told you seen.
Yeah, Ocho Cinco's shit was like a week or 2 weeks after it done got super viral. So it wasn't even really focused on what he was actually saying or what actually happened. Ocho Cinco was just arguing that you putting out a bad review or telling people your experience is going to mess up these people's business.
It's like nobody got a problem with Rotten Tomatoes when they give a movie a bad review, because they give good reviews and they give bad reviews. Right. The review is what's going to make you decide, hey, should I go watch this or not?
It seemed like the only reason that they're outraged is because they're black-owned businesses. And
Yeah,
you're not
and this
supposed
is a
to
black
say
man. This
that
is a
about
black man
black-owned
critique.
businesses.
Because if it was a white dude critiquing these black businesses like this, they probably wouldn't have been such an outrage.
Well, if he was popular, they would have said he's trying to tear down black businesses. I'm telling you, it's just because they're black-owned. That's the only reason people are mad that you're giving a review that doesn't sound like it's the best experience. If you don't praise them, if you don't praise it, then you're trying to tear it down.
Which is crazy because I feel like if you're a black-owned business, you should be your food already should be already top-notch. It should be better than the regular chains I go to. If you got real people making real food in the back. Now all you got to do is just add some good customer service with it. Boom. How hard is that?
Yeah, it's because these black-owned restaurants, motherfuckers hiring their nieces and nephews and their family members, and you know your family member is a fucking horrible person. What you think she gonna do when she's at the counter?
They ain't there to work.
Shit is wild.
Remember when me, you, and OB we went to what was it, Dunkin' Donuts that one time?
Yeah.
And we pulled up. The girl's on her phone and she's looking at us like we crazy when we're trying to figure out where our order's at.
It was in the inside or the drive-through?
Inside.
I think it was the inside.
Even worse.
We walked inside.
Inside the sandwich. Still not doing it.
We asked her like, we said excuse me or some shit like that, and she looked at us with this dumb face like, what the fuck do you guys want?
Like we bothering her. We bothering her while she's at work, while she's texting on her at work.
Shit is crazy. What else we got in pop culture?
I mean, did y'all get that was still hip hop though. Y'all jumped off when
That's
how no. Not. I mean, that's. I mean, I jumped off hip hop and jumped through there, but I didn't cover the. It's not on there. I don't know if I meant to interject it, but we slipped out so your boy Soulja Boy jumping out the window off of J. Cole trying to give him some compliments. And you know, some niggas just if you mention their name, then I having it. You know, J. Cole was trying to say how he used to hate on Soulja Boy's music, this, that, and third, and after a while, you had to sit back and like, nigga, you a fucking hater. You know, damn well, even though you say that, but you still be viewing with your homeboys and listen to the club. And like, I had to sit down and really think I was on my moral high ground, but for what? There's different music for different stuff. Like, exactly. Sometimes it takes an awakening. He wasn't saying like it was nothing bad. He was like, I thought it had to be certain this way, punchline, but it don't have to be. Everyone has something else they bring to the game. You know what I'm saying?
Now, if I'm Soulja Boy, I could see how that might be a backhanded compliment.
It's not though, because Soulja Boy even said, y'all niggas saying that lyrical schmirical shit. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. Nigga keep anyone like fuck my. It wasn't. He wasn't saying that. He said everything that he said. You also agreed to because you saying this shit is lyrical schmirical. But he said there is a place for it. This nigga is great. He did his. He just knew that nigga mentioned his name and he just went straight to beast. Said the fuck J. Cole is that third. And then later on, Soulja Boy ended up having an interview with Nicki, and Nicki tried to tell him, nah, he was praising you, giving a problem. He ended up apologizing to J. Cole, walking it back. You're like, man, I come from an era where niggas were hating on me, man. Everybody hating on me. I remember Nas and them talking about hip hop was dead when I came out. You don't remember how many of these old heads hate on me. So each time someone brings up my name, he was, I guess my boy just got bad nerves. He snaps on everybody that brings him up. Because he said if it wasn't for him, Soulja Boy brought on the snap era, brought on a lot of the mumble rap. He's a pioneer for a lot of shit we hear now. Yeah, for good or for bad. It's not that it's really good. A lot of trash music is responsible for such way, but you know what I'm saying? But a lot of I'd say feel good music or mood music, low vibration music. He's responsible.
He was the beginning of an era, the dance,
yeah.
the dance music, the snapping era.
Yeah. So this is crazy.
All right, what else we got?
We got Akon. Akon says he denies Suge Knight's claims that he sexually assaulted a 13-year-old girl. He says it's unfortunate that this man is going out like this. Speaking on Suge Knight. Like, why are we hearing so many interviews on Suge Knight? Why is Suge Knight giving all these interviews from jail? He always got something to say. This nigga's behind bars right now. But I feel like Suge Knight, what reason does Suge Knight have to lie about these things? And if he's not lying, it would be a perfect reason for Akon to say, yeah, it's unfortunate this man going out like this when he's accusing me of sleeping with a 13-year-old girl.
I didn't hear that. What is it called?
Accusations.
These are not accusations.
False accusations. And
But yeah, that's crazy. Like, what? Also, how does that come up in a conversation from Suge Knight?
Well, Suge's doing jail time now. He ain't got nothing else to do but jump. You know what I'm saying? He'll fuck everybody else's day up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I mean, I'm sure a lot of crazy things was happening back in those days. So if you're thinking, if you're Suge Knight, hey, I'm locked up. I'm not getting out no time soon. Let me just fuck up everybody else's day. It might not be false. It might be true shit that he got in the back of his head, and he's just letting off these grenades one at a time.
Yeah, you can't put nothing past these hip hop niggas. Shit, crazy shit be happening, bro.
Shit, he might come out saying some shit about P. Diddy. Get my dog canceled from inside the cell.
I mean, Suge's the same guy that won't say. He said he's not going to testify or say anything against Keefe D, of course. But if you have it rumored, if you know the story, this, that, and third, you know, Suge might not be in a position where he could testify, type shit. You know, because there's a belief that, you know, the Keefe D thing, which was kind of tied into the, you know, he feels like that's kind of a little bit of overlap in the bad boy area. I'm saying the on Diddy's camp, but same thing goes with the Biggie thing, because the cop that was responsible, they believe, that killed Biggie, he was part of the, you know what I'm saying, the Rang part, all those dirty cops in LA, that was part of the death row payroll. You know what I'm saying? And I know those rumors that his ex-girl, they know that she transferred money to said cops. So you already know there's no statute of limitation on murder charges. So, you know. But either way, so it's crazy. He rather just, you know, kick up dirt, this, that, and third. I know he said his plans is to release a podcast from jail. So things are getting out of hand right now, but I think it's happening. Don't Tax Stone currently have a podcast from jail?
I know he dropped one episode of, it was a phone recording, like him just on the phone with somebody and they recorded it, but I don't think it's like a live production type shit.
Do Ocho Cinco and Shay have a podcast now?
Yeah. I think they call it like the Nightcap with Unc and Ocho or some shit like that.
Okay. I've seen a couple of clips of them together.
Yeah, they got the thing together, which is an odd mix. To me, they're too similar.
They're not that similar. I think he's like a clean church. He's not, I don't want to say clean church. I feel like he's like a old school, like not cussing in front of your mom type dude, and Ocho Cinco's like a old school vacabon, cursing in front of your mom type dude.
I guess it depends on the talk. Yeah, because he's one Southern, one Southern. It depends. It depends.
And they both Southern. It's just different Southern.
Yeah,
Ocho
different
Cinco's
Southern.
from South
Exactly.
Florida.
Yeah, one's like, the others are like really Bama type. Where was he? Mississippi?
Yeah. I'm not sure where he's from, but
yeah, it's either Mississippi or Alabama.
it's crazy how we're the real South. Like we're South as it gets, but them niggas is, when you think of them, that's them niggas is Southern. We not Southern.
I know the history behind that, but I won't go into the soliloquy on why Florida is not really the South.
You could do a quick blurb.
I'll probably learn. I'll probably
East
learn
Coast.
it.
Go ahead and give a blurb.
I'll probably learn it 10 years from now.
Yeah, don't give him the 10 years, Judo. Go ahead and bless him right now. Judo. Go ahead and save it. Go ahead and bless right now. You give him a little blurb.
Yeah, so Florida, you got to remember, Florida was owned by the Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
So that culture of what we considered country South, it wasn't in Florida because this is where the Spanish were. And
so who owned that country South?
Say what?
So who owned that country South, like above Florida?
It was like the Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia. That's the real South in America to begin with. If you look how the colonies were, how the states were before all that bullshit. So when the
colonies were being built, there was still Spaniards in America.
Yeah, the Spanish
owned land.
The Spanish still owned the Florida, this part of the country.
And they just let the English people come and just take all that land on top of them. They just let them take
it was
that
purchased
from
because
the
you remember
Spanish.
the U.S. was divided between the Spanish, the French, and the English, and Florida was part of the Spanish. It was a Spanish colony, and of course Texas, Louisiana, and all that was the French. So when America was forming, the South was those states right there. And then when Florida was purchased, that's when you had a lot of people from up north move down here, and that's why Florida is not like the rest of the southern states, because it was different culture here before the U.S. bought the territory.
Yeah, we was eating Cuban sandwiches. They was eating chitlins.
Correct. But let's move on to the next absurdity. Your boy Marcus Jordan and Larissa Pippen are planning on getting married and say it's in the works and shit. And I guess he was doing some interview and he was like, Marcus Jordan was like, his dad, he wants his dad to be the best man. And everybody thought this nigga is wild. And that would be mad disrespectful to Pippen.
To Jordan or Pippen?
To Pippen. If Jordan would actually go through with shit like that.
That's his son.
Yeah, he was his
What
father,
the hell?
his
That's
best man.
You talking about a coworker versus a blood? Who is that more disrespectful to? If I turn down my own son because of a dude I worked with?
But to me, this Marcus nigga to me, this has got to be the lamest basketball
Yeah,
legacy ever.
They both lame, really.
Like
the wife
all the
is
girls he
worst.
could get, there's even better basketball wives. You know what I'm saying? She looks like still too much surgery. Like, I understand that Larissa, she was a full-on baddie. Huh?
It's the name.
The name is Scottie Pippen's ex-wife. Is that big of a deal?
Yeah, it's the name. It's the combination of both of the names. Because my name is Jordan. My name is Marcus Jordan, and now I'm marrying a Pippen.
It means nothing.
Our kid is gonna be a Jordan Pippen.
And every time that Gucci flip-flop song comes on, what are you gonna do? Just ignore that when that feature bangs. I just fuck your bitch in some Gucci flip-flops. You're gonna say I guess you can say it wasn't my bitch at the time, right? You can say that.
Yeah, that's all.
Look at the quality this guy's going. For him to be on TV doing interviews, that third. She said she don't really talk to Jordan, but it's like to me, this seems like such a clout chase.
We act like Marcus Jordan is some type of upscale celebrity or something. Like he could really.
He's not. That was something. Your dad's a billionaire.
Exactly. You can't pick
he's top of the kettle. But
he's
there's
lucky
other. Trust me, he could be around the orbit of NBA. There's definitely got to be better low hanging fruit than the one that sat there and airs out Pippen that does this dude dirty. Like, well, this shit to me is wild. Just throw
right. And she comes out and says she's gonna, when they get married, she's gonna take on the Jordan name and get rid of the Pippen. The disrespect, bro. And of course, we all know Jordan doesn't approve of the relationship. And apparently that nigga said if this nigga marries this girl, he's firing that nigga.
Who? His son?
Yeah. So Jordan already made his line in the sand. Jordan's not fucking with none of that shit Marcus got going on.
Yeah, he said he's not fucking with. He don't like it, but at the same time, his son was the best man at his wedding. And he was the best man at his brother's
second wedding. So
it don't matter. He was the best man at one of his dad's weddings, and he said his brother was the best man, or he was the best man at his brother's wedding.
Who was the best man at Pippen's wedding?
I don't know. It probably wasn't Jordan.
Could have been.
It could have been. And now there's going to be a groom at the Pippen wedding now.
Like how you gonna be the best man at both of this bitch's wedding?
Because one of them was a close coworker, the other one's my son. I think it's crazy if he don't.
You think it's crazy if who don't? Jordan don't?
If Jordan don't, he's doing too much.
Nah, his son is doing too much.
His son is also doing too much. But
like people don't even put it into perspective. Like she was around when Marcus was growing up.
So now we talking about age now.
Yeah, nigga, that's like She was around when they was changing that nigga diapers.
What that mean?
Type shit.
You was single. What about Bernice Burgos?
What about
I'm not putting Pippen at Bernice Burgos level, but she could land her a younger dude and nobody's gonna think twice about it.
But there's a difference between when you know the younger person when they were a child.
Is that only for women, or is that only
That's
for
for
men,
both.
or is that for women?
That's
Both?
like
Because I've heard of the man thing, because they'll say like, yeah, you was grooming her. You was 18 years old, or 16 years old, y'all were doing tracks together or whatever, and now she's 18 and now y'all a couple. But I've never really heard it the opposite way.
yeah, because women get to do it. Women get to be pedophiles.
But at the same time, he's also the person that's asking her to marry, and he's a grown man now. He's not no kid.
Yeah, that nigga's a cornball though, bro. Because if Jordan cut that nigga off, the whole lifestyle that he's providing for her at this moment, that nigga won't be able to provide that.
But she should get him too, because she just got another check when he got his shit, when Pippen shit unlocked. Remember, you got like the...
Yeah, I understand that, but you think she's spending her money on Marcus?
Yeah, that's the truth. That's the truth.
And once Jordan cut that nigga off, because Jordan is a serious dude. That nigga said, if this happens, I'm cutting this nigga off. So
I didn't hear him say that. He said that. I heard him say, they asked him, do you agree with this, like with them dating? He said no. That's all I heard from him.
Yeah, that was when they was like first started dating. But now with this whole thing of them getting married and him saying he wants his dad to be the best man, it's been rumored that Jordan says if this goes through, he's cutting Marcus off.
And even with that, like the interview that I saw, Marcus Jordan was like, a wedding is in the works. So he never actually proposed to her. He's just talking to an interview saying like, yeah, it's in the works. Like I'm planning. You know how dudes be. It's in the works. I know dudes that's been weddings been in the works for like 10 years.
Who that?
Don't worry about all that. I'm not putting nobody out, but we know.
I know exactly.
I tell him all the time, like, hey, you need to make it. I tell him all the time, like, hey, you need to make a honest woman of this girl. All right, she been holding you down for all this time. Give that girl a damn ring. Fuck you waiting for?
Yeah, that nigga.
And don't be mad when she's not surprised neither. She's not gonna be dropping no tears. She's not gonna be like, oh my god. It's just gonna be all right. Appreciate it.
He got her on that 20-year plan, bro.
20.
Y'all niggas wasn't doing it right, putting y'all women on 10-year plans. You gotta put them on that.
Different economy, different stuff.
All right, what else we got in pop culture?
I got Timbaland is trending after he's saying Justin Timberlake should have put a muzzle on Britney Spears amid her candid memoir where she wrote about her relationship and abortion with Justin Timberlake.
Are they saying this misogynistic or something? What's the internet saying about his statement?
They're saying it's crazy for her to, it's Britney fans, first of all. So they don't like the fact that they use the word muzzle. He used the word muzzle, kind of like referring to her like she's some type of bitch, like she's a dog or something. But he was really kind of just joking on it he said muzzle as in like muzzle, not like you're a dog. Muzzle as in like you need to shut your ass
like
up.
An NDA type shit, exactly.
Yeah, put a muzzle on it, like don't talk. Like this ain't nobody else's business. This is career ending type of news right here.
So what did Britney?
Luckily she didn't.
Oh, she
Luckily
put out a memoir.
Yeah, she's putting out like a book.
And it says that she had an abortion with Justin Timberlake's kid,
or when she was younger, that they had a baby together, and she had an abortion.
Did he force her to have an abortion, or was it pick your career or
you gotta buy the book, bro?
Baby?
You gotta buy the book. But I would assume at a young age like this, it was probably everybody. It was probably all their handlers, their agents. Everybody was probably telling them, hey, this ain't the time.
Yeah.
For neither one of y'all.
Like, I would say probably 90% of these younger celebrity kids and teenagers and shit like that, have been through abortions.
You got to think if they fucking and they getting pregnant and they're not trying to mess up the bag at this young age, you got to get rid of it.
Yeah, I ain't got no. I'm pro-choice, so I understand.
But what if it's not their choice? What if she's trying to say that somebody forced her to do this?
She gotta talk. Well, I don't know. Bitches always have regret after abortions.
That's how it is. It's part of the game. I mean, I don't get why she's even airing this shit out now. It happened early. This, that, and third. They had the abortion. They didn't force her. She didn't have handlers back. She didn't have handlers back then.
Yeah,
I mean, they had regular handlers, but she wasn't. She was. I mean, I had like the regular handlers, but it wasn't like it wasn't like when remember when they took her rights from her. She went crazy all
not
these
those
years.
kind of handlers.
Yeah,
but
she was regular. She was out.
When you're a kid, it might as well be the same exact thing.
Yeah,
they're controlling everything you do. I don't even know. Does Timberlake even has kids? Wasn't he married to like a Giselle or something like that? Or was that a movie? What am I thinking about?
I have no idea if Justin Timberlake has children. I'm pretty sure he does, bro. But it is what it is. All right, let's jump into sports. I don't know if did you guys see the hockey death that happened this past week? I sent you guys a clip of it.
I saw the clip you sent me, but I didn't hear about it anywhere else except for that clip you sent me.
Okay, so hockey player. It was like during a live game. His skate slit a nigga in the throat, and he died on the ice.
That shit was gruesome, and it looked like it was done on purpose.
Right, it definitely looks. It's one of those things where when you're like playing ball and somebody fouls you and you like slap them in the face, and you make it look like their foul is the reason you moved that way and hit them, but intentionally you swung that way.
You was trying to slap him,
right?
Remember when Ron Artest elbowed James Harden?
Right.
He knew his head was right there, but he was just trying to make it seem like he's just excited and trying to celebrate, and just elbowed him right in the back of the head. Same thing. This dude did a whole front flip and kicked his leg over and sliced the dude in the neck with his shoe, and tried to make it seem like it was.
It was intentional, but it wasn't malicious.
Yeah, he definitely. Yeah, but
like Ron Artest shit was malicious and intentional. But I think this guy, he wanted to hit him, but it wasn't like he was aiming for his neck and trying to slice his neck.
Okay, I understand if you say it was intentional because he wanted to hit him, but you have a damn weapon on your foot.
But you think they thought about it?
What do you think's gonna happen when you swing this damn blade at somebody?
They do it all the time. This happens very rarely. It happens every now and then. It's like a freak show. It happens every now and then in hockey, but usually no one dies though. Huh?
Oh, when you said it happens,
rare. Very rare.
Yeah, but I don't think I've never heard of it happened. This is the first time someone died.
Yeah, exactly. I've seen it before. Freak accident, they got cut or the slip on him, but I've never this motherfucker died. Like, damn, that shit.
It was
crazy.
a perfect slice right to the neck.
Yep, that's.
And then you just see blood squirt onto the ice, and then he's trying to run off onto
trying to hold it. Yeah, that's some
that
Final Destination shit. You couldn't escape that one.
Yeah, and the guess who the fucking guy is black.
Can't catch no break.
That's definitely Final Destination. Like this, it's not for us.
No, not the guy not the guy that died.
The guy that killed him.
The guy that killed him is the black player.
Oh fuck!
You out of here.
Damn, they got you, bro.
And
he wasn't supposed to be there anyway.
You know the internet always comes with the smoke, and the internet was like, "So you tell me the NHL is 1% black, but they have 100% of the hockey deaths."
The hockey murders, yeah.
Yeah, the hockey murder.
This ain't for us.
That's a crazy ratio.
Yeah, this just not for us. Usually, like black sports, it's like it's only a matter of time till like black people infiltrate that sport and take over. I don't know if you guys been watching tennis lately, but black people is like literally taking over tennis now. Like the women, the men, looking like athletes, looking like NFL, NBA players.
Right. That's what they say. Representation matters, bro. Because it's just like, I'm surprised it hasn't happened in golf yet since Tiger Woods. But like since the Williams sisters, black people flooded the tennis and took over that shit.
I think golf is probably harder because golf is not like a physical game. So you can be an old white guy or a young scrawny Asian kid and still be a great golfer. But the stuff that actually takes some type of
athleticism,
force and running and athleticism, we're gonna take that shit over and eventually. It don't matter.
Yeah, but that nigga in the hockey shit, he set us back about another 60 years before we could take hockey over.
Yeah, that shit's crazy too. And it's crazy that you said it was a black dude after I watched the video, because I'm thinking like this dude got to go. Ain't no way, because that shit was murder. He did that shit on purpose.
Can't trust these niggas, bro. You can't let niggas in. You can't bring niggas anywhere.
Niggas on ice.
But speaking of black versus white, I guess you had your boy Fury versus, how you say this guy's name?
Ngannou.
Francis
Ngannou.
They had a boxing match, and did you guys watch it?
I watched it.
When you seen clips online, what was it on?
Pay-per-view.
Yeah, pay-per-view. But the shit was they built like some type of stadium in like Dubai just for this fight. Crazy stadium. I think Lil Baby performed. The stage that they had, it was like a huge stage, and I'm looking around looking for the ring, and I'm like, where the hell's the ring at? During the performance, the ring comes up out of the ground. I'm like, this shit's crazy. That Saudi Arabian money is different.
Yeah.
I feel it's like everybody in there. You see everybody. I feel like everybody in there wearing a white robe and like them red tablecloth on their head. Them motherfuckers got to be billionaires each. But either way, Francis fought Fury. This was his first boxing match of his career, and he's fighting the world champion. And he did pretty good. So good, in fact, that people thought that he got robbed of the fight. He actually knocked him down. He knocked Fury down in the third round, which most people can't do. He did a little shimmy over him after he knocked him down.
So when you were watching the fight, from your perspective, who did you think won the fight?
I thought Francis won the fight at the end. I was shocked when they gave it to Fury. But then I thought about it, and I was like, yeah, they're going to give it to Fury because...
And it was a split decision. That's why what's his name? Francis. Francis actually won the fight.
Mm-hmm.
But being that, you know what it would do to the boxing sport if an MMA fighter comes in for the first time boxing and beats the world champion?
The champ. Yeah.
That would fuck up the whole sport game. The whole boxing game.
That's why he said, you just can't leave it into the hands of the ref. If he would have knocked him out, then that's the only way. But if it's close enough for them to bring it to decision, they're going to give it to Fury. I was shocked when they gave it to Fury. I was like, what? But then I thought about it. I was like, yeah, of course. It's only right. That's the way the game goes. I wish he would have said something about it at the time. I wish Francis would have said something about it and been like, hey, I won this fight, but they gave it to this dude. You can tell me why. I don't know why, but they gave it to him. So
yeah, he was too humble to take that L. Or he was too humble. After he won the fight.
Yeah.
He won the fight, but he still didn't say nothing. He was being humble about their practices and shit like that. But everybody knew Fury lost that fight, which is fucking crazy.
I mean, it's good. It sets him up for a rematch. A big bag getting 2 times in a row. Smartest play he could do. Him leaving that MMA was the best move in his life because he just got that massive bag. He's about to get it twice. It's a perfect move for him.
Yeah, I guess he can get another bag. But what if he would have won again? You think he would? You don't think Fury would have fought him again?
Oh, automatically. But still, you know what I'm saying? It's a win-win either way.
And then next time it would have been for the belt because this was just a regular fight for no. I mean, for no belt or anything. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it'd be allowed if he could even be allowed to go just straight for the belt because there's other contenders. What's going to make you want to just jump that's kind of wild.
It would be disrespectful to every other boxer. It's very disrespectful.
Yeah, a lot of motherfuckers.
You guys ever watch Rocky? That's exactly what happened in Rocky.
Yeah, but that's why
Rocky came from nowhere and he got to fight the champ. That's what happened in Creed.
Was that his first fight?
Dude came out of jail. He was an amateur boxer when he was younger. He went into jail, and then he came out to jail, and then his homeboy hooked him up with a professional fight against the champ.
It's pulling strings.
Pulling strings. It happens all the time.
But sticking to sports, if you guys aren't watching college sports, Colorado players got their jewelry stolen during their UCLA game. While they were on the field, somebody broke into the locker room and stole their jewelry. And they're saying UCLA locker room also got robbed, but I don't know if that's confirmed.
Probably not.
Yeah, it seemed like some bullshit.
It's just something they say to make it seem like it wasn't our players. It was probably one of their players.
Most likely, right? Inside job, exactly. Exactly who set the play up. Exactly.
Yeah, who else has access to the locker rooms?
I'm pretty sure it was somebody
some type of staff or players or
UCLA's staff, or someone in that organization is responsible for that shit. Either it was a setup job or it was somebody else actually on the staff.
These niggas got too much money though.
Who, the Colorado players?
These
or the college players?
$1 million chains that they got. How do you even have this thing to get stolen in the first place? I guess they got millions of dollars. You got to spend it on something.
That nigga's gonna ball out. In other news, your boy James Harden makes his way to another superstar-studded team by joining the LA Clippers, which everybody's trying to figure out how the fuck James Harden is able to go where the fuck he want in the NBA. When he wants.
The fuck you want, right?
Meanwhile, Dame trying to go to Miami. We can't even get Dame to come to Miami.
Who was it? Who said that? Cam? He said who said get whatever they want. He said it was, who did he list? He said Harden. These are a couple people. Whatever they want, they get whatever they want anytime they want. But
we're in the league.
He's saying in the league. We're just saying in general in life. He's like, there's some people that whatever they want, whatever they do, they get whatever they want. Dog. Apparently Harden's one of them.
Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely been bouncing around. He's been on great teams. Every team that he's on, except for that Houston team, every other team he's been on is like a star-studded team.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's crazy.
I think he's played with like the most
superstars.
Yeah,
MVPs.
Superstars or extra
probably the most
MVPs.
Because in OKC, he was with Russ and KD, and then he went to Houston. He was by himself pretty much, and then he went to
Brooklyn
Nets.
Yeah.
Then he went to the Nets, and he was there with Kyrie and KD. Then he left first before Kyrie and KD left.
Right, and he went to Philadelphia where he had another MVP in Joel Embiid. And now he's over there with Paul George, Westbrook, and Kawhi.
Westbrook MVP, Kawhi 2-time Finals MVP, Paul George, multiple All-Stars. You on paper, these teams right here always sound good on paper, but it's like 15 years ago on paper, it would have been a great team. But now these young teams, it's like an average young team will run these dudes out the gym.
All right, let's get into the big one this week in sports. Your boy Joe Smith finds out his wife.
I don't know if we're gonna put that in sports.
It's sports because the only reason we know about it is because Joe Smith, and he's a former NBA player,
former basketball player.
So Joe Smith finds out his wife has an active fans only account, and he's trying to talk to her about it, and she's recording the shit to put on the fucking gram. What's your thoughts on that?
What's that good saying? You can't try to hold a housewife.
Drug.
What is it?
I said clout is a hell of a drug.
It's not clout. It's not just clout though, because it's a whole story. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole story.
Yeah,
At first, I thought it was just clout.
Give us the tea. Give us the tea, Nate.
I thought it was just clout. Yeah. Then you say this is just a perfect part of this. What the tea, nigga tea.
Yeah, give some of that nigga
Apparently,
tea.
from her side, because she's out here doing a press tour, because that's what's worse.
Right, after the fact, yeah, that shit is crazy.
After the fact, you know. I mean, it's not only crazy because he tried to record her, right?
I don't think so.
No, I only seen one.
I think the original one, was she on live or he was on live?
It was her, bro.
She was on live, and he had found out he was getting mad. She's like, well, no, I'm not taking it off. It's an issue. She's had it for like a year and some change now, the OnlyFans. And
I don't even think it was on live. I think she recorded it and then she just posted it.
Then put it on live. Oh, it's worse. That's worse.
Yeah.
But either way, she's a porn star, this, that, and third, and he's at her. She basically they've gotten to a rough patch, and you know his money's dried up, whatever it is. But she's always been like a go getter. He's like he's met me at a certain level, and I've always been like that. And he met me knowing what I was doing for money. So when shit dried up, you think ain't nothing for me to go back and go get money. You know, okay, I'm ready to say, sure, you know, I ain't got no morals for the bread. So if shit dried, I ain't got time to hold up on you to get it.
Was she fucking other dudes on this live on this OnlyFans, or is it just her?
I think it was only her. That's what she's saying. It was only her. So it's just solo. So what's the big deal? And you know where I come from. So what's the big deal? But he's like, nah, you don't do that behind my back. He's like, well, I've been asking you to do stuff for the longest. You ain't been coming through. And I have like 3 businesses I had to get through. You say it is what it is. This is what's been paying our bills. What's the issue?
So I got a question now. So if someone is keeping something from you and they don't tell it to you, does that mean they're lying to you? Is keeping information the same thing as lying to you?
That's what people say, but isn't that called
it's omitting the truth?
Omitting the truth.
It's omitting the truth.
Some people say a lie of omission is still a lie. Some people that believe that.
Yeah, but you're keeping it away from him because you know he wouldn't want it.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I could go for anything. So I could go to anything. So, but
yeah,
she's saying, but basically she's basically saying he ain't got no hustle anymore, and you know they got a lifestyle to keep up, and he can't afford it. And here I goes, man. I already told you half the time when that breadwinner dynamic goes away, you already know that's the first thing that goes. And that breadwinner, now she's the breadwinner, she gets to call the shots. She like, no, hey man, shit been paid. You at some point bills are getting paid, and you probably won't even ask how's it getting paid, right? Like she said, this has been going on for a year. I've asked you to pitch him numerous times. You ain't telling me nothing. Is that a third? And you know, I had to do what I got to do. Whatever the fuck that means. If your wife or anything tells you got to do anything else, that ain't your wife no more. That's your roommate. Motherfucker tell you they got to do what they got to do. They didn't run it by you after, and they just did it. Y'all on 2 different accords. Y'all roommate.
So
you might as well just tapped up, but I appreciate it.
Where do you go from there?
Then we can just lock in. That's it. We just keep doing our. What does he got to do? The bill's been getting paid. Apparently, he knew something just happened. Some shit he probably didn't want to know. But if the bill's just getting paid and you ain't paying it, the shit's getting paid. She don't work. But something's happening.
Yeah, something's happening.
You
don't know.
Something's happening.
Don't ask, don't tell.
Yeah, don't ask, don't tell. But now that you know, what you gonna do? You gonna stand on it? What are you gonna do? Because she's still saying she still loves him. She's airing him out, like not really dirty. While she's doing the tour, but she's trying to say, look, she tries to kind of coddle it, tries to say like he's had a couple bad years or something like that financially, but you know I still love him. I don't think it's gonna be the end of it, but you know I'm gonna keep doing what I got to do. This is what helps pay the bill right now. She's like on a tour, you know, like
yeah. That whole tour, she's just making him look terrible, bro.
Yeah,
this is no Jacob right
but
here.
What are you gonna do?
What's
he gonna do?
She on the tour talking about his depression, all this shit. How she tried to get him help.
I didn't hear about all that.
This bullshit she's doing. Like, ain't nobody asked you all that. Nobody asked you for this information. You just giving us all his flaws and his bad shit.
Husband and wife.
Talking about she told him, you know Shaq and them. Why don't you try to do some business with them and type shit? I'm like, bruh, she doesn't sound like a wife.
But she's already a wife. That's the problem. That's what I mean. It's like she's not a wife. He fucked up. He probably shouldn't have married her. But now you realize that you fucked up. Where do you go from here?
That nigga's gone. I don't think he's going back. There's no way he can go back, bro.
He can. If Will Smith could go back, he could go back.
Well, apparently Will Smith never went back. They've been separated this whole time.
Fucking lying asses, bro. Fuck said that. But yeah, he's her only she's popping now. She ended up what's worse is, like she said she got the naked maid nursing service. She got like 3-4 businesses, She pops up on Cam's and them sports show, does an interview, cleavage out. Cam can't even help himself. That's the one thing about them boys being independent, because there's completely no PC culture out. Them boys do what the fuck they want.
Yeah. Literally.
Because this day and age, cameras rolling, Cam out here giving props to cleavages and the Me Too era, post Me Too era. That shit's shocked, right?
Listening to this, I was like, I guess like 20 years ago, this would have just been like regular.
This is some shit you expect from Kodak. Young niggas that don't got no sense. A grown seasoned veteran this age doing shit like that in this era?
The internet
like
be everywhere.
But that's the thing, like she's up there talking about how she loves her husband and shit like that. And Cam is saying all this shit, and it's not like she's like telling them, nigga, you relax.
No, you are like she's inviting
the shit.
Yeah, she's for the streets.
This shit it's wild. It's wild. It's a bad look.
For the streets. Cam noticed that she was for the streets, and he started shot. That's all.
And that's the issue with Cam. If you know the show, Cam, them niggas don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Even when they try to play it cool, they had an episode where them boys talking about they had an old prostitution house, and he tried to almost omit Mace out of there. They talking, I need the old Mace back. The nigga that used to be in the whole house with me.
He said, yeah.
That nigga was bringing the whole house stories.
So I missed that nigga. I missed that nigga.
And them niggas is a different breed. When Mace hit this game talking about, well, for me, I tell them girls, it's only for one night. She's like, yeah, but I'll give you tomorrow, but I won't need it tomorrow. That's a different level game right there. All this thing was, I'm only here for the night. I won't even need it tomorrow.
I let them know up front.
It's either tonight or it's not happening.
Yeah, that's it. You don't need a reserve. That's it. So
and they say, fuck them kids. I need it tonight.
So, it's definitely a bad look for Buddy. She's out here. She got her bit, but she speaks. She's intelligent. She's a singer. She could actually sing her ass off. So maybe she's trying to do all this to kind of get it to pivot to that, because she said she never really too overexposed herself in porn, because she wanted to keep her finally get to do her singing career. But who knows? This shit is.
It's the same. But these what can you
what
expect
porn
when you fucking marry a hoe? What do you expect her not to be a hoe no more? It's still in her.
Well, you want her to be a hoe for you. That's all it is. That's all. They ain't a tall order. I want you to still be a hoe. Just be with me. Yeah, ain't for the rest of the world. It's not a taller. It's not. He's not asking for much. We acting like when we say they like to say stop doing the action. Like, you can still do the action. Just keep it in here. Come find it with us.
I seen a video where it was like a girl was talking about I dress like this, in these hoochie shorts, whatever. You approached me, and because you liked it, and then now I'm with you, and now you don't want me dressing like this, but you're still online liking pictures of other women that dress how I used to dress. So why don't you want me to dress like that, but you're liking pictures of other women dressing like that? I said that's the same thing they said, because you can dress like that, just stay in the house. I have no problem. Dress like that for me. When you start dressing like that for the rest of the world, then you for the streets. You're not for me no more.
Yeah, I just think these modern women are just delusional, bro. Shout out to KS.
I'm trying to think. KS. Who's KS?
Kevin Samuels.
Okay.
Kai Salias.
When you said KS.
You put a little Kai Salias. That's like
the new king.
What else that niggas got before we get out of here this week?
Got anything else?
I got a lot of dead air. This nigga Nate texting all day on the thing. He shows up
I'm looking
25
up the
minutes
shows
late,
right now.
and he's texting the whole time we recording. Shit is
That's
crazy.
not true at all. Yeah, I
Yeah,
know the sports section is always when I kind of dip into back. That's y'all when y'all getting into what's the name. I think that was it for sports though.
Y'all got any recommendations for this week?
Are y'all gonna catch that Marvels? That shit looks lame to me.
It does.
Marvel's what?
It's
The
just called
Marvels. It's just the
Marvel
Captain
movie.
Marvel, Mrs. Marvel, and another Captain Marvel. All three together, they got the movie series called The Marvels. That shit look like it should just go straight to Disney Plus. It looks like it, and that shit's already doing bad numbers. It looks like it's gonna flop. You know,
I'm sure
this
it's
is the peak of when Disney went woke. So this is like the summer where it's reached up to. It's like the whole lineup is 3 girls, and even the villain they're going up against is like a girl. I was like, y'all really pushed it, bro. All in one film. That's too goddamn much.
That's way too much.
Kept the villain a fucking big bad, as they call him, and then it's not believable.
Not too bad that you can't beat him, but.
Make it. Well, he's a big bad like they usually do, but if you're gonna make the woman powerful, make her powerful. But there's gonna be 3 of them all at once. How believable is that? It's kind of crazy. And now you're gonna make
because the one Captain Marvel really strong enough to beat Thanos almost by herself.
Exactly. So I'm cool. They did it with just her. But now you're gonna have 3 more. What are the odds? And now they're facing another girl who's supposed to be just as powerful because of course that villain's gonna be able to fight all 3 of them, right? So now another woman's just that powerful. Get the fuck out of here. How many of y'all are y'all really pushing it now? Y'all really it's a bunch of extra.
So when you gonna go watch it, Nate?
Oh, I'm not. I'm planning on watching it.
Oh.
Nah.
Sexist,
It'll come on Disney Plus eventually. I'll watch it. I'll watch it when it comes on Disney.
What's your recommendation, sir, for this week?
Recommendation. I've been watching that Tommy. That Tommy got one more episode left.
Tommy,
it's called
Power.
Yeah, the Power Force, the spinoff one with Tommy. I just called it the Tommy.
Yeah, I didn't know it was still going.
Yeah, I know. I didn't watch last season. I started catching up on it, and then now I'm caught up. And I think it's like on episode 9 right now. It's probably one more season left.
Is it good?
I think it's pretty good. When I hear people talking about it like it's not. I hear some people. I don't know. I hear different mixed reviews. If you try to compare it to the other ones, like it's probably the least good out of all 4 of the Power shows, but it's still fire. So I like it. I don't know. Other people be hating. I don't know. Maybe they just don't like. Maybe they don't like a white dude acting black. And that's why. Because he be putting an extra little twang on his words sometimes. I'd be like, stop it, bro. You're doing too much.
I mean, it's New York. He's from New York. New York white
sometimes he be acting like. Sometimes it'd be like he learned how to talk black from like a gay dude. And he'll be saying stuff and he'll putting like the little twist in his neck and stuff. I'd be like, come on, that's not it. That's not the one. But yeah, it's a good show though.
So he's a little sassy.
Sometimes. I don't know if other people be noticing it, so I just don't say nothing. I'm just like, hey, you got it. You an actor. I don't know who taught you how to act or if you think this is believable, but I mean, it's not changing nothing. The story's still a good storyline.
All right, let me see. You know, my recommendation is gonna be some Afrobeat shit. I got Blackie Bones' new album. I don't know how to pronounce that shit.
Emeka Must Shine.
Emeka Must Shine. Fire album. Take a good listen to that. And you should get you in a good vibe.
Did I recommend people listen to For All the Dogs? I'm still listening to For All the Dogs to this day.
Fire albums to this day.
To this day.
Those are some good albums right there. The For All the Dogs is a fire album. That Drake is definitely a fire album. Travis Scott came and went too. A lot of people knowing.
I still haven't listened to it. I listened to the
For My Dogs came out a month ago.
Yeah, it's still flaming.
Still listening to it is like normal back in the days for an album. It's
back
the
in the
time
day.
we're in.
Yeah, but nowadays, nowadays.
Today, to be still listening to it a month later, and I'm still listening to the whole thing straight through.
Yeah, it's crazy. That Drake, the Travis Scott is fire. Oh, you know who I'll give y'all? My usual. Who I give y'all every? Oh, that Jeezy's fire. I fuck with that Jeezy. You know what I'm saying?
What you gonna say?
That's who let me before we get off here. That's what we need to speak on today. Jeezy does
Jeezy and
Nia Long interview.
Nia Long.
We got to do this the last part. Perfect. God damn, I meant to write that. See, you ain't right there. I would have sent y'all an article. You'd have added it in the notes.
We could have did that. We could have did that next episode though.
No, this is needed. It's needed because Jeezy finally doesn't.
This just happened
down.
like yesterday though.
Yeah, starts to address his breakup rumors. And then at some point Jeezy end up basically he doesn't throw his wife under the bus perfectly, but does that out there. But which is fine. He does a perfectly PR interview. Doesn't throw his wife under good this and third. And of course Nia Long out there interviewing him. And here goes my boy Jeezy out there and that bitch start dirty macking. You know what I'm saying? Jeezy out here talking about. If you ask me truthfully, I don't think no man. He said I don't think any real nigga cheats.
Real niggas
and before he could even explain it, Nia Long said, "Really? Oh yeah, I can see that. I can feel you.
I understand exactly what you're saying.
Understand. How you can understand? I even give the definition yet. He was like, oh, and I was like, and you can see at that very moment, I was like, this is how pandering works. You know what I'm saying? This is how I like Jeezy. When he said that, immediately from her response, I said, I could see a Good Morning in America, a Good Morning Jeezy show in the morning. Good Morning with Jeezy Jenkins.
Yeah.
AMC. He got him eating right out of his finger hands, right out of his hands, right out of his palms. Because she was immediately, oh yeah, I like leave this to a woman that just got divorced, scoring, just out here taking any random outside, thinking, oh yeah, the good dudes are out there. Like it's wild. And I'm like, this is Jeezy telling you that no real niggas cheat. I ain't even got. I could name 5 niggas that Jeezy consider real niggas that he knows that are cheating. He didn't say that he's doing that. Did the divorce? He's just saying just in general because she ended up. Her thing is
she got cheated on. So when she hears real niggas don't cheat, it just hit her in her soul. She's like, yep,
exactly.
I didn't have a real nigga.
Exactly. But
real
him
niggas
saying
don't cheat.
That's something. But real niggas don't cheat. And like any motherfucker could say that without even knowing Jeezy's history. I'm not taking it from Jeezy. You know what I'm saying?
Why? Why are you not taking it from Jeezy?
Because I know at least 5 niggas Jeezy know that he calls real that are cheaters.
Yeah,
one being Jay-Z.
Stop! You're doing too much right now, Nate.
He's doing too goddamn much.
Yeah, Nate, you kind of you out here dry snitching.
Yeah. It's not that he was dry snitch. He's dirty macking. He out here throwing over under the bus.
We know what he was doing. It's part of the game.
It's true. We all know what we're doing. That's the brilliance of it. When you see that shit posted online, every guy on there saying, "That nigga get himself a clean alley-oop." Other people say, "Oh, going for the score." And then even Say Cheese CV saying, "Oh, this nigga Jeezy deserves an Oscar." Every guy sees the game. Yeah. Every girl sees the opposite. Oh, I agree. He's 100% right. I'm like, this shit is so crazy. How can you not see the bullshit is like clear as day?
You right. But you are really dry snitch right now. But you right.
But to me, I'm like, ladies, it's gotta be harder than that. That shit to me is thrown. Like Jeezy really just turned into what's the nigga that used to throw niggas on the Derrick Jackson? Derrick Jackson?
Oh yeah.
Jackson. We just had this Derrick Jackson, Jeezy Jackson right there. That shit was crazy. He really could. Jeezy could really now just go. Jeezy just turned himself into Steve Harvey in that moment, and he could have ran with it, and the women's would have took it right out of his hand.
Okay, now let me tell you something. We're putting it on women now, but literally, I have this hot take. It goes, if you fake it, they will not know, and that goes for men and women.
What you mean?
So whatever they want, whatever she wants from you, if she wants you to. Whatever she says that she wants from you, she needs more compliments, she needs more hugs and kisses, whatever. You might think that this is a little extra, right?
Yeah.
All you gotta do is fake it.
That's what sucks.
And then it becomes real thing. Because to her, she doesn't know if you're faking it. And the same thing with her. Whatever you want from her, all she has to do is fake it, and eventually you won't know if she's faking it or not. And it becomes real.
I mean, there's still a thing, but there's still, to me, there's just mass pandering to me. It's crazy. Just met this guy. He tell you real niggas don't cheat. And the way she just like, yeah, I can see that. I could tell almost immediately. He said, let me get your number. She'll be going for it.
They got
the chemistry was almost immediately. He had an open. I'm like, oh God. You seen that? That's why people say this is the alley. Niggas seen this play up before. The dirty Mackin.
I love it.
This is that Marvin's room.
I want to see. I'd rather see Jeezy with Nia Long than see Jeezy with
Yeah, sure. Whatever reason, I ain't worried about what happened. I don't give a damn. I ain't trying. I don't rather either way. I don't give a damn. Man, you saying, well, they don't make me shit. But I'm just saying, it was just crazy to see a seasoned vet like Nia Long. We think was seasoned, but it just goes to show you that I guess biology, whatever it is, with that right time with the right game,
exactly what it is. Ain't no seasoned vet. It's a woman and a man.
Yeah, when that motherfucker hit you at that right time.
Nate, your reference to Swerve saying he'd rather see Jeezy with Nia Long than with.
That wasn't for the culture. That response wasn't for the culture, but that's Nate.
You said
my response wasn't for the culture. My response isn't for. I don't try to
strong. I like to see strong, powerful black figures make it and stick together and last.
No, I'm just saying Nate's response could have been a lot better. Nate said,
"I said what they eat don't make me shit," which
exactly
was fine.
What you were supposed to say.
You wanted to be something sexual. He fuck. I don't feel what
you were supposed to say, Nate. Listen to this. You're supposed to say. Where Jeezy put his dick don't make me nut.
That's another one, right? Well, you stroke don't make me nut.
Yeah, that would have been a better answer. But yeah, I'm taking Nia Long over Jeannie all day, every day.
I mean, that's a given. That's a given. But nonetheless, it was just crazy to see the pandering going. It just seeing it in real time.
It just shows you how easy.
You act like you don't be doing this.
It's just so easy.
It's so obvious.
Like people pander to get their way in life.
I mean, to me, it's just seeing it in real time that she ate it, and then just seeing just go down the comment list, like almost immediately,
and then all the women co-signing, like believing.
Yeah, and then the women are like, y'all not seeing the same shit we seeing? It was just
literally not seeing the same.
It just lets you know how easy it is.
It's crazy
to trick women,
and then the say I like it's laughable, bro. The motherfucker agrees with you, and then you now let your guard down. To me, it's mind blowing. Like this nigga is lying to you. He's Jeezy the Snowman. Instead of fucking
Jeezy the Snowman.
Yeah, this shit don't make no sense. This is the guy that told you that he used to get $2 footlongs from Subway. We ain't never had that. This is what rappers do. So to me, it was crazy. And at some part of the interview, she said she used to date like dope boys back in the days of growing up because she knows from You're like, what? I could not believe it. Like, that's interesting. You didn't know. Had Jeezy ready to go back. Get him things for $17.5.
The smartest, most powerful women will get finessed.
Every fucking time. That's to me, that's what it showed me. I like, that's what y'all don't see. I like, broad as daylight, this lady's fresh off a divorce and letting this nigga side shade her ex-husband. And she's like, oh, I can see that. And she probably don't even see she threw shade at her ex-husband. Oh, I can see that. He said no real niggas cheat.
Yeah. And then she don't even realize that she just co-signed him saying that her ex-husband wasn't even.
Because she was speaking to her like she got game. She's like, well, nigga, guys cheat because of this. She was right. She listed the run off of why guys cheat. She was right. But she ain't say why her guys pull women though either. She ain't care. She fall right into the web. She like, yeah, I got all the game. I'm good for niggas. Until like, yeah, until you tell you what that he put that candy on it. She ain't even see it though. This shit was crazy to see. But you know, people out here saying people are saying it's Dirty Mac, and people like, hey man, but you know, Nia Long though. You know, people like, I understand, but for Nia Long though, you say the rules are out the window. You gotta do what you gotta do for Nia Long.
He had a line in his song about Nia Long. I forgot what it was.
Yeah, man. It just thrilled to me. That shit to me was crazy. But it was beautiful to watch. It just seeing all the people online making fun of it. I think same thing happened earlier this week. When almost to the same degree when Duval posted about which nigga threw a shot at Ruby Rose.
Oh, Paul Pierce.
Okay.
So Paul Pierce threw shot at Ruby Rose, and everybody was hating on Paul Pierce, talking about he's too old, you know, stay your ass at home or whatever. But then he posted a picture saying, what's the difference between this guy and this guy, right? So
he says the difference between Paul Pierce throwing shot at Ruby Rose or Puff Daddy with Young Miami, because Young Miami they're talking about yes, Queen, get your bag this out there. When the other guy does, it's the opposite thing.
They're just saying that nigga Paul Pierce ugly,
and Paul Pierce is younger than P. Diddy, and Ruby Rose is probably older than Young Miami.
Yeah, so their age gap is smaller than P. Diddy and
Right.
and Young Miami.
I'm telling you, people, the internet is stupid. Majority of the people on the internet are stupid, bro.
Paul Pierce just be wilding out on the internet though. He just seems like that old uncle that just don't have no sense. You don't see P. Diddy acting the way Paul Pierce be acting.
Paul Pierce
on
be
live
having a
streams
good time.
with Paul Pierce on live streams getting paid by ESPN smoking cigars with prostitutes. Escorts.
And that nigga is on there with KG telling him, bro, there's an app, bro. You could just order it. That nigga Paul Pierce a wild boy.
I'm like, bro, send me the link, bro. We ain't gotta talk about this on air. Send me the link.
All right, folks. Y'all know what to do. Hit us up on That's the Sort Pod on Instagram. That's the Sort Pod on Twitter. That's the Sort Podcast on Facebook. And you know you can always drop an email at that'sabsurdpodcast@gmail.com. And you know the voice line is always open. All you gotta do is look through those show notes, hit that leave voice message here link in the show notes, and you'll be able to drop that voicemail. Let us know your feedback. Remind Nate to show up to the podcast so we don't miss a week and shit. Stuff like that.
They didn't need that part. You can cut that part out.
You can leave all your.
No, but if they call and leave a voice message about that, then maybe for sure you'll be on time, and we can record.
Yes.
I'm gonna give us. I got some plans for a couple ideas for the pod. We're gonna see.
Yeah.
Like what? Being on time?
I mean, on time's part of it. We got more plans than that.
We'll see if you could complete those tasks in a timely manner.
My year is just getting started, so we about to end the year with a bang.
This nigga starting his year on the 11th month.
I like to come with pressure, you know. I like to come accordingly. I like to come. The year just started, so we're gonna end the year with a bang.
All right, folks. We'll catch you next week, maybe.